everybody, Raw the Lines UK, Matthew Turner here. I hope you're all well and enjoying your weekend. Great day of college football yesterday, which I missed the majority of, I have to admit, because I was away. I hope you've had a good NFL Sunday so far. Some worrying news about Jim Harbaugh. They're going into the medical tent and then leaving the field in the Chargers game, so I'm going to keep an eye on that if I can. But we are, of course, here for one thing and one thing only, and that is the Lions visiting the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions off the bye in 3-1 against the Dallas Cowboys 3-2. I think they might be going into their bye, but there we go. So it's going to be a really interesting game. Obviously, the Lions well rested and not much of an injury report. But for the Dallas Cowboys, it is a totally different situation. Let's have a look at the inactives today. Lawrence Strickland, safety. This is the Lions, I should say. James Houston at linebacker, Giovanni Manu and Colby Saul still on the offensive line, and Isaiah Williams at wide receiver. All do not go. No surprises there whatsoever. Saul still seems to be that sort of 54th man. If there's an injury in there, it looks like he is always the one to kind of come up and get that nod. But Houston not being there is no surprise. Lawrence Strickland is no surprise as well. Williams has always been that wide receiver on the outside looking in. It is interesting, though, because the Lions, of course, elevated Ukwu from the practice squad, and that means Ukwu has got the nod over James Houston. They seem to trust him more at that Sam position and the blocking work that he can do there. So very, very interesting in terms of what that might mean for James Houston's career. I mean, at this point, I think if you can get anything for him on the trade market and then maybe just sign one of these practice squad defensive ends / Sam linebackers, that might actually be a really, really good move. So let's see. Ash rightly points out that 48th man, 54th would mean he's not on the 53. You know what I meant. But the really interesting stuff comes on the Cowboys side of things. So, of course, we knew that Micah Parsons was unlikely to go in this game. Eric Kendricks was actually ruled out at the very end of our preview show, so we didn't talk about what impact that would have, but it's going to have an absolutely massive one for the Dallas Cowboys. I actually think so. They don't have a lot of great replacements, but I think it could be Damone Clark coming in at linebacker there, Mike, which maybe is not his best position. Nick Vigil, it could be as well. It really depends on which way they want to go, but it's probably going to be one of those two. The other thing in there to take note of that's big for them is that Kalen Carson cannot go. He was coming in questionable after an injury this weekend. I think he's been injured for last week's game. Because Carson can't go, because Deron Bland has not been activated, that means it's likely that Amani, a former Lion, is going to get the start for the Cowboys against the Lions. I think that's going to be a matchup problem for the Cowboys because obviously the strength of the Lions wide receivers. I'm thinking specifically about Jameson Williams, but I think also he's going to have trouble against Amon-Ra St. Brown. If they ever face up against each other, that's going to be an absolute bloodbath. Other people inactive for the Cowboys, running back Deuce Vaughn, tackle Matt Willetsko. I have no idea who John Stevens is, if I'm honest. I probably did mention his name last week. Let's have a look. John Stevens. I don't know who you are, buddy. John Stevens, there we go. Tight end. Fourth tight end. And the other person who I didn't mention is Trey Lance, who's the designated backup emergency quarterback. All right, what do you guys think about all of those? Because I think it's a really, really big set of injuries that the Cowboys have. Obviously, you've got the tank, DeMarcus Lawrence, who also does not go, and that's going to mean that the Lions have a little bit of an even more weakened defensive line. The Dallas Cowboys have really struggled to defend the run. I think they're 31st in the NFL against the run. And of course, the Lions' strength is on that side of the ball, specifically offensive line. But with Jahmyr Gibbs, as well as David Montgomery, they hopefully should absolutely dominate on that side of the ball. I think, by the way, I'm going with this for myself, guys. Ash is working tonight, so it's just going to be me at the moment. Ant said he might stop by, so we'll see what happens with that. But for the moment, it is just me. So I hope that you're going to be good and keep me company and all that good stuff, because I'm going to need the help. You know what I'm like. I will get potentially too excited. Of course, it is a bit later on in the evening here compared to normal, which means I do need to be a little bit more quiet than normal. So sorry about that. But, you know, if I get too excited, that creates problems for me. or at least my neighbours anyway. Um, we've got lots of people in the chat, which is really good. We have got Bobo Land from Melbourne, Florida. Bobo, I hope you're doing well, my guy, and that there's not too much destruction over where you are there. Wizard of War calling a 31-21 Lions victory. Brian going 37-21 to Detroit and says, let's go, baby. And then Ash is in both the Twitch and YouTube chats, just lamenting the fact he is not here. Carlton Wood goes for a 37-24 Lions win. I'm also going to recount to you guys the bet that I've made tonight, because I've made a couple, and I just want to see what you guys think of my my takes. So we've got one just straight up, and then we've got one bet builder. Same game parlay, I think it would be called if it was the UK, if it was the America. So first of all, I've taken the Lions to win by 18 points or more. Well, 19 points or more, because I took minus 18, so 18 would be a push. So if the Lions win by 19 points or better, I am getting plus 6,000 on that. So I've put on £20. That should return 121. And then my same game parlay goes something like this. It is plus 30,000. 30,100. So I have CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson to score touchdowns. Monty and Gibbs to score touchdowns. Lions win by 7 or more. Goff under passing yards. Prescott over passing yards. The normal ones that you're given for that. Goff under 23 completions and Dak over 25 completions. And then Dave Montgomery over 58 rushing yards. £10 on that returns £3,010. There's a script I'm going for with this, which is really that I do think the Lions are going to find themselves controlling the clock, playing from in front, dominating the line of scrimmage, holding onto the ball. That's going to force Dallas to have to come from behind, throw a lot, which they're not very good at. That's going to keep Goff's completions down. It's going to put Dak's completions very high. I can see David Montgomery just having a big day. And then because they're passing, I can see Lamb and Ferguson getting touchdowns, and I can see Gibbs and Monty getting touchdowns. So that's my thinking. If we can control the game, I think I've got a really good shot of that coming in, despite the exceptionally long odds. But there we go. Adossil says, I didn't do over-under because I have no idea how badly the Cowboys play. I mean, they are a bipolar team at their best, to be honest. Free Climb says, I'm loathing having to hear Prescott yell out, here we go, every play. I totally agree. It's awful. The one thing I just have to say about this game, generally speaking, is that as confident as I feel about how the Lions might do, from the bets, you might tell that that's the thing. I am just worried about the idea of having to get the monkey off our back. You know, it's one of those things where I really feel like we've kind of had the beating of maybe of this team in the past, and whether we've beaten ourselves, whether the refs have beaten us, whether they have beaten us legitimately, it feels like one of those where we have to get the monkey off our back. And until it gets done, I'm going to be feeling it in my heart, you know, that we just really need to get this one. And it's going to lay down a marker. I know that obviously Cowboys have had some bad games so far this season, but they've also come out with some good wins. That Pittsburgh team is as much of the epitome of grit as we might be, you know, especially on that defensive line. They are absolutely brilliant. And the Cowboys managed to restrict Fields to not a huge amount of points. They did have some interesting play calls. But other than that, you know, the Steelers, while they almost gave us because they got the Dallas Cowboys got the win in that game, and they actually managed to get a semblance of run game going. You know, it was pretty impressive by their lead back, Rico Dowdle, who I thought was fantastic in that game. Maybe the first game of the year where I've thought he's been really good. But if it's the most recent game, you know, that's the easiest one to probably kind of stack games together. Like, if it was one game this season, you're proving you can do it, but maybe it's not great. So, you know, we'll see on that one. Mark says, hey guys, I'm here, but neighbours arriving for Game Pass. You'll be popping in and out, but got you one pride. Appreciate you, Mark. And Nakura says, is the game blacked out on DAZN? I'm afraid it is, Nakura. It's the Sky game tonight. I am watching the Sky Sports coverage at the moment. I wish I could stream it for you guys, but you know what YouTube would do to me if I did that. And it also says, do tight ends have a playbook wristband thingy too? In the clip I just saw, in the clip, just know I swear I saw Laporta looking at his. I don't see why they can't, But at the same time, I don't know why they would, because surely all of that should just come from the quarterback. But I don't know. Yeah, everyone's talking about Jim Harbaugh, but I haven't seen any update on that yet. Let's see. Has anyone seen whether we have won the toss? I haven't seen anything yet, and the game is meant to kick off right now. So let's see. I see nothing. All right. No one knows. A doctor said it was in the locker room. Okay, well, potentially. I'm not sure. Cowboys win the toss and have chosen to receive. Thank you, Ash. Appreciate you. And Jim Harbaugh has been taken ill, and defensive coordinator Jesse Minter is taking over as head coach for the Chargers. Prayers with Jim as the Lions kick off. And this one is into the end zone. Will not be returned. Touchback. Dallas have the ball. Dak Prescott comes out, the lamentable little twat that he is. Tony White with a $5 super sticker. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you very much. Prescott has won every game against the Lions, going 5-0 with an 11-1 touchdown to interception rating. And they come out with Dowdle in the backfield and in 11 personnel with one tight end to the right, but two receivers to the left. Man in motion is Turpin and hand it off to Dowdle. And a good start for the Lions defense. Excellent tackle by Alex Anzalone. Gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Inside handoff going between centre and right guard, or maybe even behind the right guard. Didn't get a huge amount there. TJ Bass gets the start along with Tyler Smith. I should have played my starters there. It's actually not what I expected there, but, you know, whatever. So here come the... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Throw and... Oh, tipped up in the air and caught by the by the Dallas Cowboys. Oh my God. Really, really good play by the Lions in terms of coverage there. Knocked that up. Who was that? So, thrown at the slot receiver. Anzalone pushes it up against Ferguson, but the cornerback cheated downwards, trying to go for anything that might come up, and it went all the way into the wide receiver's hands. That's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Cowboys. And here comes Prescott looking left now over the middle, looking for a cross over the middle. What a catch by CeeDee Lamb, and beats Branch and now beats Anzalone. Good tackle in the end by Branch, who gets back, but they're all the way down to the 27-yard line now. 1st down and 10 Cowboys. Oh my God, this is so... Ugh. So harsh. Carlton says, what's your play click, Mac? I'm seeing first play now, Sky. I will go through now after this play. So at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, Dak in shotgun with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. In 0-1 personnel, no tight ends on the field. And they're going to hand it off and go up the middle. Really good tackle by Jack Campbell. And Amik Robertson in the play as well there. Maybe only a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. And here's the Lions defensive starters. That is the wrong one. This is the correct one. All right. 2nd down and 8 here at the 25. Dak in shotgun again. Ferguson now in the game. And takes the snap. Looks for a quick throw to the right. Now checks it down for a screen. Well done by Jack Campbell. He got over really, really well and made the tackle. 3rd down and 6 after a gain of 2. Looked like that could have been successful for a minute. But he did manage to pursue, and meant even though the blocks in front were getting there, that he came from the other side, and that was really good. 3rd down and 6. Can the Lions hold them to a field goal from here at the 23-yard line? Shotgun again. Again, 11 personnel. Ferguson is an inline tight end this time. But he's running a route. He's looking at Ferguson, throwing over the middle. Picked off! And there's a flag for DPI. There's a flag for DPI from Branch. This is coming back. This is coming back. Kirby had the pick, but this is coming back. So obvious from Branch as well. Too handsy on Ferguson. Interfered. Holding on Branch wipes out the interception and gives an automatic first down. Massive play. It was legit though. Definitely saw it live. Branch got way too handsy. Harsh. Harsh on the lines, but fair. I would say that potentially that ball was not catchable. On Jake Ferguson, that one. And quick throw to CD in the wide receiver screen. A little bit of room. Oh, what a tackle by Levi. He flattened him. Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. Guys. Harsh start for Brian Branch. 2nd down and 8 here. Prescott almost exclusively in shotgun here. You got to think that that's hurting the Cowboys eventually. Although still, it was a clear penalty, man. Really interfered with him badly as well. 2nd down and 8. Looking for a quick throw to the right now. Thrown to CD. Good coverage by Carlton Davis. Looked quickly to the left, apologies, and then went to the right. That was a premeditated move, but Carlton fighting, never got his head around, but didn't need to. In fact, it was probably Lamb who was actually pushing off, potentially. Maybe could have come down with that, but 3rd down and 8. At the 16. 2nd chance for the Lions to get off the field here. Dak looking over the middle, going to get pressured, and just throws out the sack. Was that a play? There's a flag on the field. There's a flag on the play. Here we go again. Dossil said they must have shown you a different replay than us. I saw it live. I didn't see it on the replay. I saw it live. What's the flag? Holding on the offense, penalty is declined. 4th down is the call. Can't believe there wasn't intentional grounding call there. That's not ideal. And the kicker is on the field for the Dallas Cowboys, Brandon Aubrey, from 34 yards. Snap is good, hold is good, and the kick is excellent. All right, first blood to the Cowboys after a reasonably good drive, but the Lions hold, and they will be getting the ball next. As I realise that I have not updated my scoreboard for today, which is less than ideal, but, you know, we move. I will just quickly update that now. Right. Team. What do I do? It's Team City Dallas Cowboys. So really good first drive actually there by Detroit. I know it doesn't feel like it. It feels like they got chunk plays down the field potentially. But what I would say is that they got a lucky hop in order to progress down the field when Jake Ferguson pass was tipped by Alex Anzalone, and they just got lucky with that one. Then you have the Branch missing a tackle for a chunk play. You've got the interception that was written off. I think that you have a look at what's happened so far, and I'm quietly quite pleased with what's happened. It was encouraging for me, I think. And I'm just trying to quickly get all the logos done and stuff like that, which is on a different tab. There we go. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Logo there. Don't have to do colors. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. All right. And then, let's see. Ash Soden says, AA breaks my heart. I mean, I know, man. Yeah. But there we go. For the Cowboys, it was an interesting offensive possession, because I really got to think if you're the Cowboys, you got to feel like you've got to score as many points as possible and try and stay out in front here. I think if you have a look at what's happened so far, they might be a little disappointed to only come away with 3. And I mean, that might be one of the more advantageous situations that they're going to see all afternoon. So we'll see. Tony White says, my friend from Canada who I work with in Detroit was telling me about a ghost he saw at Buckton Towers. I have no idea what Buckton Towers is. Let's have a look. Oh, it wasn't Branch, it was Anzalone. And there you go. There's the replay, which shows the clear holding against the person who was the intended target of the play. So there we go. It wasn't Branch. That's my mistake. Oh, I needed that coffee, man. It's been a long weekend. Been up to Birmingham. Had some nice food and drink. This kick is going to be caught 1 yard deep, and it's a touchback for the Lions. And here come the Lions offense. Lions offense, high-powered, run and pass. Dallas defense struggling in both facets, but especially in the run game. How can the Lions get started? Well, they'll get started with Dan Skipper in the game. Jumbo set coming out. Okay, so 6 offensive linemen out there and in I formation with a tight end. Now the I comes out. That's Sam Laporta, and Goff hands it off to Monty, bouncing it outside. Big stiff arm! Gain of 6, second down and 4. Clock stops after going out of bounds. But the clock... Well, clock won't stop. What am I on about? Sorry, guys. Ash says the prophecy has come true. Nah. All right. So, good start on this drive. They're calling it a 5-yard gain, second down and 5. So now from the 35-yard line, Goff asks for it, but now checks. 11 personnel this time. Now Goff asks for it. There's plenty of space out right. Quickly off the snap, Goff looking and throwing and overcooks that one to Jahmyr Gibbs. Incomplete, third down, 5. Could be a very quick possession, this. I don't like this start. That throw, a bit high towards Jahmyr Gibbs. All right, Tim Patrick checks in this time. Jameson Williams out there too. Goff in shotgun with Monty next to him. JMO in the slot to the right and Patrick on the outside. Now stack receivers on the left, on the right hand side with Amon-Ra going that way too in motion. Goff asking for it. And gets it. Cowboys bringing pressure. Well picked up by the Lions. Goff gonna go deep for Jameson Williams. Oh, Tim Patrick with the catch! What a catch by Tim Patrick! He surely was interfered. Surely was interfered with, but it doesn't matter. What a catch! Get in! I thought it was surely JMO, considering how deep he was throwing this, but JMO was going from right to left. Goff saw the one-on-one, threw it at Patrick, and Warrior with some awful interference. What a catch by Tim Patrick. Kept his eyes on the ball. Oh, all the way down to the 20-yard line. $45-yard gain, and now down at the 23. Here comes the Lions. Goff in shotgun. Hands this one off to David Montgomery. Dallas sell out against the run, but well picked up by the Lions offensive line, and they get 7 yards, second down and 3. Oh, baby. Let's see some reaction in the chat, people. This has been a great start for the Lions. Oh. So Tim Patrick gets there, and Warrior, just awful interference. I can't believe that wasn't called. Oh my goodness, that's egregious that wasn't called. Second down and 3. Lions in 11 personnel. Oh, 1 personnel, but Laporta was out as a wide receiver. Now they check into him as an inline. And there's a fullback in there too. Goff hands that off to David Montgomery running through the middle. Hands off one. Stays on his feet. Spins. Touchdown Detroit Lions. Oh, what a drive. Yes, baby. Yeah, let's go. There's one. There's one for Monty. There's one. Oh, it's a beautiful drive. And Monty keeps his feet. Good stiff arm there. Almost getting dragged down by his shirt, but manages to stay up. Weak tackling by the Dallas Cowboys. Lions up 6-3. PAT to come. Let's have a look at this PAT because he's been struggling with these. Long snapper, good snap, good hold. And this one is sliced, but good. Oh, he worries me every single time with that slice extra point. But, you know, there we go. What a start for the Lions. Oh, 7-3, and you can hear "Let's Go Lions" in the stadium in Dallas. It is a beautiful sound. Oh my God. All right, Raiders lead against Pittsburgh. That's hilarious. Okay, how are you guys feeling? Shank7L says it could be the camera angle. If you're talking about the sliced extra points, he always hits it just inside the right upright, and he's only doing it because he's prioritizing speed over everything else. It's well, I guess it works, but you know it's not great. But David Montgomery, oh, yikes, he's a baller. Big Airy says, "Let's go Lions" chants in the background. I love it. I mean, it warms the cockles. It absolutely does. I hope you are enjoying the show. I hope you're enjoying the game. Here's to the Lions. I can't wait to go back. There's something about Detroit which is just very, very special. And shout out to the Tigers, guys. Like, they gave it absolutely everything. It really feels like Game 4 was such an opportunity for that team to close out the series 3-1. You really didn't want to go away to Cleveland and try and close it out, even with Scooble. And the thing is, you know, if you get Scooble in Game 1 of the next series, you're really looking at maybe having him for 3 games in the series, and then, you know, you've got a really good shot of progressing in the Championship Series too. So what a run they've been on, and to be, you know, out of 30 teams, the 26th highest salaries, you know, they did terrifically well, and they did the city proud. What a throw from Goff that it was to Tim Patrick. He took his one-on-one shot after the blitz was really well picked up. And fair play to Goff, because he gets slated for not taking that chance, but he did it in the first drive. Big Airy says, "I may not get to Ford Field, but I will be going to Houston in a few weeks." Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. That Houston team's going to be hard to beat. They're not quite as good as they were last season yet, but there's something about them which is just pretty irresistible. Greg Rosenthal's on the Sky coverage, which is quite nice, and Laura Woods is hosting it, I'm guessing because Neil Reynolds is probably doing the touchdown trips thing that we see all the time. So if you're American, Neil Reynolds is the host of Sky Sports' NFL coverage. There's a thing that Touchdown Trips, which is a company over here, run every year where they say, oh, if you pay $7,000 then you can go and watch 3 NFL games, and you get to travel around with Neil and the people that are organising it to several places. It looks like a great gig, to be honest, but the amount of money that it is absolutely incredible. Kickoff is into the end zone and touchback, so Cowboys are coming out. Now, let's have a look at this. So just showing how much the Lions O-line destroyed Dallas's D-line there. I mean, they got 3 or 4 yards of push, gave Montgomery a huge amount of room. It's not going to be ideal for them. Right. Shotgun snap, taking 3-step drop, but gets hit as he throws, and it's a good catch by CeeDee Lamb, but he actually, although he caught it beyond the sticks, did not stay there on the comeback and gains 8, 2nd down and 2. And guys in the chat, I'm sorry, but I did not actually see a lot of this chat because for some reason YouTube just stopped working. I've refreshed and I can see all of your guys' messages now. I'll react to them in just a second. 2nd down and 2. Dak, 2-step drop and gets hit again. He goes for the one-on-one and oh, what a catch. against Terry and Arnold. Jalen Talbot, what a throw, what a catch. But that's the second time in 2 plays that Dak has been absolutely hammered. Terry and just, I don't know what happened there. Got spun around, not great. Tepper says, Ethan Matt flying solo tonight. Yes, sirree. So I need your help with this one. Here comes Dallas again. They're all the way to the 36 already. Dak hands this one off to Rico Dowdle and Aiden Hutchinson with a huge hit. And there's a man down for the Lions. It's number 96. I think that's Wingo. Oh, no, man. We don't need that. Flipping heck. Oh, no. Oh, I've been so... Oh, it's Carl Pico. Sorry, 96. Okay. Not as disastrous as I thought. Right, let's see the rest of your chats here now that we're in an injury timeout. Hutch just putting his blocker in Zach's lap. I mean, Dak maybe, but I don't know. Don't think it was branch holding. You were right, Carlton. Hutch must have pressure stats already. I agree. Emil Myers says something I won't repeat. Free Climb says, well, Goff won't be perfect this game. No, sir, that first throw was not ideal. Tony said Lions should have had to decline a DPI. Agree entirely. Awful decision. Carlton says, guess who it was? Mark and Patrick. Yes, sir, it was. Then there's the reactions to the Monty bet. And then Carlton wanted me to give an update on my bet. So, my same game parlay is CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson anytime touchdown, David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown, so got the Monty already, Lions to win by 7 or more, Goff under 248 passing yards, Dak over 279 passing yards, Goff under 23 completions, Dak over 25 completions, and Montgomery over 58 rushing yards. Looks like it's maybe the perfect start so far. Goff hasn't really thrown very much. Dak has. Dak's got plenty of yards. Goff's actually got some passing yards, which is not ideal. I need, Gibbs touchdown, Ferguson and Lamb touchdowns, a big Lions win, and we're almost there, boys. We are almost there, boys and girls. Aldostel says, yeah, 2 issues. No call on PI scares me for the future. And if we get off the field that quick, our defense will be gassed. We can't let that happen. We've seen what's happened to us. Free Climb says, how do they not call the flag on that reception? I really don't know. It's insane. Free Climb says, Skipper never reported. Thank you to Mile Marker for the work as a mod. Appreciate you for stopping all the bots. Adolphus was 100%. Monty was getting a touchdown on that play. Was this Goff to Gibbs missed? Broke his sequence. It was so frustrating. Arnold didn't want a PI, so that was complete. Odos still said, yeah, it happens that way. Brent says, referee revenge game, one of my favourite scenes. Run up Herman, leave no doubt, kick their ass, and the refs won't matter. Hell yeah. Free Climb says, Hutch bull rided him down. And Carl said, it's a bonus when Arnold doesn't give up a PI. Ugh. GA2 Skip says, I need a play clock time from you to sync this when we are back in action. So we're out of the injury timeout. Lions defense is back on the field. Play clock is not running yet, but okay. So I am at 23, 22, 21, 20, and the snap is away. Dak looking right, now looking left, under pressure. Gonna get sacked, gonna go down. Aiden Hutchinson with the play. There is a flag as well. What's happening here? Oh, it's in the secondary. Oh, you're kidding. Don't be a hold. Don't be a hold to rule out a sack. Holding on the defense rules out the sack. Pico into the tenses mile marker. Free Climb says, if they ignore the DPI on Detroit's pass, and Arnold should never get a DPI this whole game. I agree. Let's have a look at the hold. It's on Jack Campbell, and it's holding. You can't do that. It's so obvious. He is holding him to hell. All right, here come Dallas. 1st and 10 from the 29 of Detroit now. Under center, and Dak hands this one off to Zeke Elliott. Gain of 2. Really good tackle in there by Aiden and someone else, but I couldn't see who. 2nd down and 8. Lions have played great defensively so far. I mean, really, they have. And it's just a couple of plays that have ruled out big ones. 2 holdings have ruled out a massive sack and an interception. And otherwise, we've played really well. Sucks. Here comes Dak in shotgun this time. Receivers left and right. Dak hands this one off to Zeke. And great tackle again, this time by DJ Reader. 3rd and 6. To Dallas's credit, they are trying to run the ball. To Dallas's credit, they're running the ball, which is something they've really struggled to do. It's not being massively successful, but it should pay dividends later. 11 personnel this time, and now they're spread out to 5 wide. Dak on 3rd and 6 at the 24. Changing the play. Dak takes a snap. He's got to get rid of it quick. Throws over the middle to number 9, Turpin. 1st down, Dallas. Frustrating. They did hold up well against a fairly anemic rush on that play. So that was Amik Robertson just kind of backpedaling a little bit too much. Reeves Mabin with the hit on Turpin, but wasn't enough. 1st and 10 from the 12. Can the Lions hold out here? Dak under center and hands this one off again in the backfield. Great tackle, great penetration by number 93, Josh Pascal, for a loss of 1, I think. 2nd and 11. Really good stuff. I am about 30 seconds ahead on my clock, so apologies, everybody. That should be, well, it's not that much better. Yeah, I'm about there now. All right. 2nd and 11. It was a loss. He's on his own. He does take the snap this time. Good spin move, but not great. Folks, and what an open field tackle that is by Amik Robertson. They're asking for a pick play, but they do not get it. 3rd down, and I'm going to say 5. Fantastic play. Got him by the ankle. That's a proper rugby tackle if I've ever seen one. Well done, Amik. 3rd and 5. At the Lions 8. At 7, maybe? Sorry. Condensed part of the field. Yeah, Detroit 7. Condensed part of the field here. I think you have to go for it all. And Dak, under pressure, going for the end zone. Picked by Bunch! Brian Bunch with a pick! Yes, yes, yes! That is what Dak can do, everybody. That is who he is. That is who he's been this season. And Detroit are coming out to their own 20. Branch took his own, but saw the throw all the way, broke on it. That is not changing, and Dan Campbell is happy. Oh, TJ said it was a worse throw than it was a good pick. I think Branch has to come back a long way and has to read the quarterback's eyes. I think that Branch makes it look good. I think you'll see lesser safeties not read that play very well, but we'll see. Oh, Branch is back and we feel it. We're feeling good. Ah, ha, ha. Here we go. Thank you, Preclimb. Appreciate that. GA2 Skip says, I'm synced. Yes, sir. Tapo says, Dak being Dak and doing Dak things. And what more could we ask for? Oh, beautiful start. Now's the chance. Here's the play script coming in for the Lions. Run the ball, control the clock, force Dak to throw, and we might see all of my dreams come true. Carlton says, sorry to say, Matt, you're at least 30 seconds behind me watching on Sky. Because I'm on my computer watching on Sky, everything on computer is always about 30 seconds behind. That's absolutely fine. If you spoil things in the chat and you're celebrating, or if anyone spoils things in the chat celebrating, don't worry about it. I'm just doing this, you know. Like, I will react. If you guys know what's coming, then you can look for a fun reaction. So, you know, it is what it is. I know from... I mean, he's going to catch strays now he's not here. I know from Ash and all of our draft stuff, I'm very used to things being spoiled. And, you know, when he's doing the colour commentary for me, he's often about 5-6 seconds behind me. So I'm spoiling things for him the whole game. It comes with the job. Apart from this is just a bit of a laugh, but never mind. Oh, man, this has been a great start, though. So Greg Rosenthal on Sky coverage is saying he thinks that Branch was baiting Dak into that throw by kind of coming out towards the pylon and then kind of leaving that open, but knowing that he had enough time to go back and get it. Mike says, Matt is doing awesome play-by-play and colour commentary. Thank you, my guy. It's difficult. Jonathan Foster says, good evening, just yourself today. I'm afraid so, Jonathan. Ash, my partner in crime, he unfortunately is on night shifts for the next 4 or 5 days. He should be back for the preview show for the Minnesota Vikings next weekend, which incidentally is going to be Friday. So if you're expecting us on a Thursday, not happening then, that's going to be Friday. Our review show for this game is going to be tomorrow as normal. And Detroit are starting up here. Goff under centre and handing it off to Montgomery. And a good tackle by number 13 for Dallas. That is DeMarvion Overshone. Gain of 1, second down and 9. And Dak Prescott, 4th red zone turnover this season, most in the NFL. We must have the most red zone turnovers received in this season, because we've been absolutely fantastic at it. Second down and 9. 7-3 Lions. Great start. And we're in the weak I formation. No strong I formation here, but the receivers are on the other side. Second down and 9, and Goff fakes a quick throw, and Gibbs is in the game. Now, big gap! Oh, and he got contacted massively. That's a really good tackle by the linebacker. Or maybe it was a safety, I'm not sure. But just about stopped him getting the first down. There's a huge hole here. And as Gibbs tried to shift upfield, he left his torso open and he got absolutely hammered. 3rd down and 1. Goff in the huddle now. And Monty's back in the game. And Skipper as well. Dallas getting allowed. Monty alone in the backfield. Now Laporta going from right to left. Wright is also in the game. Only one wide receiver in this. Goff now calling for Wright to move. Goff hands it off. Gap for Monty. He gets himself a nice gain of about 7 yards there. That's a Detroit first down. And I mean, they are in trouble if they can't do anything against that. When you need 1 yard and you get 7 through good blocking. Oh boy, that's good. Many thanks to Intact69 for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that very much. Jonathan Foster says, love the pick. But for the love of God, can we stop it with the holding clause? You can play tight man-to-man defense without fucking wrapping your arms around them. I do sympathise with that view. It's hard. Hand off to Gibbs, bounces it outside after some good blocking by Dallas. Gains himself about 3, second down and 7, going off right tackle that time. Was going behind right tackle, kind of got blocked up, had to bounce outside. Often when you see that, you'll get the linebacker who's outside the defensive end kind of come down and maybe stop you for no gain. The fact you were able to get 3 there was really, really good. Freeland says, let's play bully ball. Brent says, keep pounding the rock. This is what I like to hear. This is what I'm here for. 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Goff killing the play. He's under centre. Gibbs is behind him and Goff kills it to a Gibbs run. Lovely cut, running up the middle, and he gets hauled down by the nameplate. That's not ideal, but it's a first down for the Lions. Gain of about 12 there. Beautiful stuff, and I am running out of time to put my stats so far. I better start doing it now, otherwise I'm going to struggle. 60 rushing yards so far in the quarter. Goff was in shotgun, changes it to under centre. 1.5 minutes to go. J-Mo in motion, and he gets the jet sweep, and he gets tackled by the ankles, and Amon-Ra St. Brown got hit in the ankles by J-Mo. But that is another first down for the Lions after a gain of 11. This clock is winding, and it is beautiful. I love this so much. We are keeping them off balance, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them to defend this. Goff, play action this time. Lots of room behind the defense if he can throw it. Oh, Jimmo dropped it. He got it perfectly behind the defense in the gap-in zone between the linebackers and the safeties. If he'd caught that, he was housing that. The spiral wasn't fantastic. It was very slightly behind him, but really he should be catching that. Ah, frustrating. Frustrating that we couldn't bring that one in. Second down and 10 now for the Lions. 43 seconds to go in this quarter. Second down and 10. Goff takes a snap in shotgun pressure, throwing it over the middle. This time it's caught, and it is Jameson Williams again. He goes back to the well, and he gets the first down. JMO doesn't let him down this time. No need to run a play now with the Lions doing good here. I wonder if we're going to run a play here. I think we will. No need to, though. Maybe we're just going to try and draw him offside here. And we do just try and draw him offside. That is the end of the first quarter. 0-0 show. Lions lead 7-3. And here is the scoreboard for the first time. Lions lead 7-3. Jared Goff has thrown 4 passes and only completed 2 of them, and we are dominating the game. Montgomery, 5 carries for 36 yards and a touchdown. Tim Patrick leads the team in the air, 1 of 1 for 42 yards. Dak Prescott is 8 of 11 for 98 yards. He's not struggled to move the ball, but he has struggled to convert in key situations. 98 yards and 1 interception. Zeke Elliott leads the team on the ground, 4 carries for 6 yards. Rico Dowdle, the star of last week for the Dallas Cowboys, has only had 1 carry for 1 yard. And in the air, CD Lamb has done the business for them, 3 of 4 for 37. Jalen Tolbert had a really nice play on the far sideline, 1 of 1 for 26. Rico Dowdle has done some work in the passing game with 2 of 2 for 17. And Convonte Turpin had a really nice conversion on a 3rd down. He's 1 of 1 for 12. Jameson Williams has obviously had a nice play, 1 of 2 for 15 for us. And also the jet sweep gives him 1 for 11. Jahmyr Gibbs has got 3 carries for 24 yards. That's all your offensive stats. Obviously, the interception was by Brian Branch in the end zone. Another one where the Lions have had a big swing in terms of points potentially allowed or taken away. Bates is 1 for 1 on extra points. Brandon Aubrey, 1 of 1 on field goals. How are you guys feeling after 1 quarter? Because this has been absolutely fantastic. Free Climb says that is great psychology for JMO. When he gets the miscatch, go back to the well, let him get that confidence back. Absolutely fantastic. Dottle says, classic Ben Johnson, let's try a player again. And then Brent says, love that, cool to get it back to JMO. Carlton says, we haven't even needed to target ARSB yet. I mean, we've only had 4 passes, so there we go. Jonathan's crazy that Dak threw for nearly 100, though. I mean, it's true, but they've got 3 points and we've got the ball threatening to score, so how useful was it really? It's just kind of funny, really, isn't it? But there we go. Right, let's get all set up for quarter number 2. And we are. All right. Cheers, everybody. I am so hopeful that this is going exactly as I wanted to. I just need... What do I need? I need a Jahmyr Gibbs rushing touchdown. That would be ideal. Jonathan Foss says Tim Patrick might be the pickup of the offseason. I mean, just for that one play alone, he's worth it. Anything to stick it to the fucking Cowboys. Oh, if the Lions keep exciting me here, it would be hard for me to keep it down and spare my neighbours. Lovely route running by Jameson Williams. All right, 1st and 10 at the Dallas 22. Goff in shotgun in 11 personnel. And takes a snap, 3-step drop out of shotgun. Goes to the left-hand side. Lovely throw. That's got to be holding on Gibbs. That's got to be holding. Could you not see that? Am I mad? You see his arm being held by behind him. That's insane. What's wrong with this? I don't understand how the referees are not seeing all of theirs and missing all of ours. Oh. 2nd down and 10. God almighty. I formation with Goff under centre. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 10. Gibbs in the backfield. Toss play. And that's going to be blown up for a loss. Damone Clark with the tackle. Laporta couldn't make it in I formation as he crashed through the offensive line. Loss of 3. It's going to be 3rd down and 13. So Damone Clark and Mike Ragnow couldn't get there. Laporta couldn't get there. So really good play by Damone Clark. 3rd down and 13. Can the Lions convert here? It would be a big one. From the 25. Goff in shotgun in empty, but brings Gibbs back. And then little flip to Gibbs. Got Decker out in front. That is not going to work. Jordan Lewis flexes at Gibbs. Out of bounds. You might see that called in other times for unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not saying I really want to see that because I want to see a nice clean game either way, but not ideal. Gain of 3, that was 4th and 10, and Jake Bates comes out to make this a 7-point game. It was a good stop for Dallas, but okay, so Jake Bates from 40. Snap good, hold good. But kick is perfect. 10-3 to the Detroit Lions. Okay, Freeland says I'm still not over that playoff game in 2015. And why are we playing Dallas in Dallas always? It's some quirk of why we're playing them. I think you do obviously switch home away, but I think you only do that when it is the divisional rotation of you playing. So for us, the NFC East, that would flip. But because we've been playing them, because we come in a similar position in terms of division standings, that doesn't necessarily follow, I don't think. But it's a ball ache either way. All right. 13:28 to go in this first half. And the Lions are about to kick off. Let's have a look at the scores from around the NFL. Chargers up 13-0 on Denver. Vegas up 7-6 on Pittsburgh. Atlanta 7-7 against the Carolina Panthers. Yikes. Marmax says, Jerry's birthday today, so I'm not counting on the rest to help the Lions. Ugh. Temper says, really concerned about the rest at the moment. How the hell are they so one-sided and no one cares? I mean, as long as they give one to us where it really matters, that'll be okay. I think you've got to be philosophical about this sort of thing because you just can't change anything. So, there we go. Brent says, I'm voting for Matthew to be the Sky Cam judge. I'll take it. Please. I couldn't not be an emotional person, though, when it came to that. I'd be, like, shouting the referees, saying, you gotta call something for that. Brevin Spanford in the game, the rookie undrafted tight end, I think from Minnesota, potentially. All right. Dak comes out 7 points down after taking the ball. They're in trouble. They're in big trouble here. All right, under center, lots of tight ends in the game, and Dallas hand this one off. And Rico Dowdle with a nice move. Games 5. That's the first sighting for me of Isaac Ukwu in the game. That's nice to see. What a success story he's been. I'm a big fan of his. Dallas huddling up, but going quickly. Second down and 5 at the 35. Both tight ends move from left to right. And Dallas and Dak under center takes a snap and fake handoff and good following by the corner, Carlton Davis. He hauls it to the other side, and that maybe should have been a catch for Jake Ferguson against Alex Anzalone in coverage. And Anzalone did a good job there. Maybe it was a little bit handsy, but not called this time. Branch struggling to get over. Having a tight end against Anzalone, not ideal, but got the job done there. 3rd and 5 now, and Ferguson comes out of the game. That's a big miss on this rep. Can the Lions cover up everybody? They did really well picking up that play action because it was designed to go to whoever Carlton Davis had, but didn't get there. Dak looking right, going over the middle. Oh, almost picked by Anzalone, but they are going to get off the field. Oh, boy. Oh, what a play. Anzalone is all over the field. He got the tip ball in the first possession. He's had some good tackles in there. He's had that pass breakup. He's been absolutely fantastic today. Oh, he almost had it. 4th down and 5, and the punt unit's on the field. And Detroit have a massive chance now. Brian Anger is the Cowboys punter. Raymond is back to receive. Let's see what the Lions can do on coverage. Dallas and the number one special teams unit in the NFL. There's a flag on the play. False start. False start means that if the Lions now commit some sort of penalty before the kick, it's not going to result in a first down. That was CJ Goodwin. 4th down and 10 now. Punt is away. Oh, so close. And actually, it's a poor kick. It is down at the 32. There's a flag on the play. Oh, there's fighting. Khalif. There's fighting. Little bit of fun in there. Rakestraw's trying to pull his guys away. Why is it Rakestraw who has to control Jalen Reeves-Maybin? Rakestraw being the consummate pro. Going to assume that the flag is on the Cowboys here, but we really don't know. Hanging on for it. It's a legal formation on the offense. The member of the pursuit team went out of bounds on his own. 5-yard penalty enforced on where the dead ball spot is. So let's see. Oh, that was really good work, actually, by number 29 of the Lions to force him out. So Lions 29. I should know this, but I'm really bad at this. 29 for the Lions is Kindle Vildor. Great special teams play because he was in his way, but didn't actually touch him and really made sure to put his hands up to ensure that the referees could see he went out of bounds on his own. And the Panthers actually went in front themselves in that game. Justin Fields, oh boy. That was a lovely play by Fields. Oh! And then a huge sack by the Raiders on a trick play. Yikes. Freeland says, let's go, Lions chants can be heard. It is. Beautiful. I mean, it's their house. Not anymore, it's not. And the Lions, up by 7, with the ball, plenty of time left in this half, and they get the ball to start the second. We need to make the most of this and make it a really hard game for them. We heard from our Cowboys guys on Friday night, this Cowboys team is not built to play from behind. We need to punish them. Punish those motherfuckers. Let's do this, guys. Dorset says we so need to capitalise. If we get a touchdown here, maybe the refs will start calling the penalties on the Cowboys so they look impartial. Maybe so. Maybe so. I don't hate that line of thinking. Jonathan Foster says, JMO housing one here. It looks like he's got their number on defense. Just got to catch that one that he had, and he'd have been on his way. Freelanders can't stand Dallas, America's team, my ass. I mean, yeah, if you listen to our preview show, you will find out why they're called America's team, which I actually wasn't aware of, but the moniker pisses me off too. You can be sure of that. Just having a look and seeing if there's anything else worthy of note here. I mean, they went 3 and out, so clock is going slow. Mike D. Barker Hotmail is in the house. Appreciate you, man. It's been a great start. This is more than I could have asked for, especially when Dallas go down and obviously score their touchdown. It's been a great response by the Lions. Dallas score a touchdown? They haven't scored a touchdown. Dallas go down and score 3 points to start. and then the Lions go and respond, especially the third down throw to Tim Patrick. I mean, if we go 3 and out there, that could be really, really painful. They get the ball back up 3. Instead, we're a possession up and a score up. Could be huge. All right, 10-3, Lions. Goff on his own in the backfield at their R37, sorry. Takes a snap now. Going to have to get the ball away quickly. Holds it for quite a long time. Throws and incomplete, looking for Laporta. No, that's Brock Wright. Oh, Goff has not been throwing particularly well so far today. Oh, that throw could have been so good. It's not threading a needle, but the angle is very, like, not acute. What's the opposite of acute? I don't know. Can't remember. Anyway. Second down and 10. Goff stepping back, throwing to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And that's a first down. 11 yards there. Easy as pie. Easy as fucking pie. So Amon-Ra was in motion at the snap, gets a run on them. They're in zone coverage, but gets the beating of them and just toe taps all the way down. That's a much better throw by Goff. Good timing. Amon-Ra knows what to do. Turns it upfield. 12 minutes to go in this first half. At the Detroit 48. Goff under center. Amon-Ra in motion left to right. Now all the receivers on the right-hand side. Trick play. Goff. Trick play, gonna go down the field towards Laporta. What a catch! Michael the way! Laporta! Touchdown, Lions! Huge play! 52 yards on the trick play. We saw that one earlier happen. The Pittsburgh Steelers just tried to run that play and they got sacked. But the Lions, they've run that one several times. Laporta all the way for 52 yards, and the Lions are up by 2 scores. Laporta fakes the block or just has a little chip and then releases upfield. They are not there, and Laporta showing the speed. He's had a very slow first half of the season because we have not been putting him in the game too much because of his injury. He has arrived, everybody. Oh, this is absolutely great. PAT. Snap good, hold good. And this one is not sliced. That's right down the middle. That looked much better. Lions up 17-3. Just to remind you guys, my other bet was that the Lions would win by 18 points or more. We're at 14 already. Oh, wow. I might lose this one on receiving yards for Goff if we go on like this. Greg makes a great point on the coverage. The difficulty of the throw and the difficulty of the catch there is not to be understated. You know, you've got to put that right in the breadbasket, and then that one, even with a perfect throw, is coming over the shoulder at full speed from Laporta because he has to chip at the line to then release. That's actually what gets him free, but it's also the thing that kind of puts him a little bit behind the play. Like when he releases, he's at the line of scrimmage. And so Goff is already in the backfield looking to throw. The fact that he can pace it down there is absolutely incredible. The first person to greet him is Tim Patrick. I mean, absolute pace on that. What a catch over the shoulder. And then in pursuit, number 13 for Dallas, who, of course, is DeMarvion Overshown. That is a mismatch. Wizard of War says Jared Goff chants in Dallas. Carlton says we have so many weapons. Jonathan Foster celebrating that touchdown. Oh, baby, that was good, eh? How can anyone live with this when we're on our form, when we are in our stride? Because this defense is legit. And it's just stuff to clean up. How good have we been down to down as a defense? The things that we've had is shooting ourselves in the foot with stupid penalties. If we can cut that out by the end of the year, but still play like this in a down-to-down basis, we are going to be really strong and really hard to beat for anyone in the league. I think we're the best team in the league. I just like, how can you see it any other way? I think we're the best team in the league. We're so versatile. We're so versatile. We can beat you in multiple ways. Our defense can come up and make high leverage plays in stressful situations, but on a down-to-down basis, they're also really good too. Oh, man. Yeah, everybody. Come on, give me some comments here. I'm dying of pride within this team because we are housing their asses. We are fucking killing them. Fuck the Cowboys, man. Kick off away. Into the end zone again. And the problem that the Cowboys have now is they need to go chasing this game. They are down 14 and we get the ball to start the second half. So they're coming out in this possession. If they don't score a touchdown, we get the chance to go ahead again, even more here. To see Brady have a smile on his face about how good this offense is quite fun. TJ says, to be fair, they're missing a lot on defense. Even when they weren't missing players on defense, they look like this. That's the problem that they have, I think. Here goes Dak and hands it. Oh! Josh Pascal hammers Zeke in the backfield. I'm not sure he actually went down under Josh Pascal, but that's a tackle for a loss nonetheless. 1 yard, I think. But Josh, zone read play, and Dak decides to hand it off. Wrong decision. And Pascal hammers Zeke. They're not calling it a loss of 2nd down and 10, but it's a loss of half a yard. Dak on his own throws a one-on-one ball, slant to Lamb against Carlton Davis. No flag. 3rd down and 10. Maybe could have called one there. Maybe. But very physical, and Lamb actually is the one who ends up with his hand over Carlton Davis's nameplate. So, they're both handsy, but, there we go. 3rd down and 10. This is massive for the Cowboys. They cannot go 3 and out here. And Detroit is showing blitz across the board. Are they going to come? They are coming. Full blitz. That's going to go down. It's Aleem McNeil. Aleem McNeil with a huge sack. Oh my days. Let's have a look at this again. Show full blitz. Everyone comes. And then the little... Oh, 10-yard loss. I have just been warned about my volume. I will be more calm. 4th down and 20. Punt coming out. Anger goes deep. Really good punt by Anger. Good reception by Raymond. Ooh, that's a late hit by Flournoy. But the Lions take over. 1st down and 10. Right. I've been warned. I need to be quiet. Sorry, everybody. Oh. Be chill. Be nice and chill. This game isn't over yet. We have to humble them. Humble. Freeland says that was a late hit. I completely agree. It was, I think maybe he was airborne by the time our guy was down, but he lands on him 2 seconds after the play is over. It's just a bit embarrassing, really. TJ says offense firing on all cylinders. Yes, sir. And Chargers up by 3 scores against Denver. Yikes. Getting done. Big Airy says we need to get you that soundproofing. The problem with soundproofing this room is I think it would probably cause me to suffocate, potentially, but never mind. Oh, just be calm. Just be calm. Lions bad guy fan Johnny K says Lions defense eating up the Cowboys. I mean, apart from just the 2 flags that we've had so far, they absolutely are. Big shout out to Alex Anzalone. I mean, I think he's maybe been the best guy on defense, but the sack from Aleem, Obviously, Branch has got the pick, but I think he's been great in coverage. Pascal with that hit in the backfield is so good. And then that was cleaned up by Jack Campbell, who I thought was also looked really good. Carlton Davis has been great in that play action on the crossing route. He got there. That was so hard, but he did get there. That was really, really good. And that sack by Aleem McNeil was caused by Malcolm Rodriguez taking 2 guys. Malcolm fucking Rodriguez. I love that. Big Area says we can get you a couple pounds on a mini split. Have a vac. You'll never leave. Well, now this sounds bad, but there we go. Tepper says next week you need to bring your gear here up north when no one will hear you scream. I'm talking myself into a bad place here. Johnny K says Anzalone, a new man like a monster. I'm cool if we keep him or give him a new contract next year. I think Anzalone has to be on this team going forward. If you have a look at what he's doing, I mean, I would bring them all back next year. You know, Barnes too. Bring him on a cheap deal. I think he really did a good thing. Freeland says put up blankets. It will dampen and absorb the sound. Won't bounce off the walls as much. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Here come the Lions anyway. First down and 10. Goff hands this off to Montgomery. Several big hits on him. Gain of maybe 3, maybe 2. Let's see where they place this. It's a big possession, this, because if you make this, if you even get 3 here, you make it a 3 possession game early, and we get the ball back. So what can you do? Spreading the wide receivers out here. JMO is wide. And run by Devin Montgomery. Big one. Cuts up field. Still stays on his feet. Still going. The first down. But it's a huge run. It's a massive run by David Montgomery. Oh, wow. The fake for him looking like he's going outside and then comes in. Keeps going. Diggs doesn't want to make that tackle. He's backing off, hoping someone else is going to do it. All right. All the way down to the 49 already. Goff under center in I. And hands. No, fake. Throws to the running back. No, to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Spins and slides down to avoid the hit. To the 32-yard line, so that's a gain of 18-19. Phil Coop in our WhatsApp group making a point about Rodriguez. That was really, really good. Well done by Laporta for getting up off the turf to make another block. It didn't make a huge difference, but it made some. All right. 17-3. Lions already at the Dallas 33. Goff under center this time. It's Gibbs in the backfield. And Goff, play action again. Well picked up by the Lions. Goff with nowhere to go. He's going to run, and Goff gets himself a 2-yard gain. Turns what could have been a negative play into a positive one. Keeps things moving. Well done for him. Free Climb says, any kind of cloth really. Lions logo, ROTL. Maybe I should put that up over the door. It's not particularly thick, though. Maybe I need to make a towel of some kind for ourselves. Teppo says Monty's getting a 3rd scepter on angry runs. There was a really big one earlier, so maybe not. Carlton says, not heard Arnold's name called, not a bad thing. I mean, they haven't had a lot of possession. Dallas so far. Goff is in empty this time. At the 32 of Dallas. Goff takes it. Pressure. Throws off the back foot. And Raymond was already on the ground. Raymond was already on the ground. I don't really know why, but it is 3rd and 9. We're in field goal range, so don't want to go too crazy here because a field goal makes it a 3-possession game, and that's going to be huge, I think. Third and 9. What can the Lions do here? Dallas showing blitz and quarters behind it. And they bail out of it. Raymond on the screen and gets himself out to 1 yard short. It's 4th down and 1. 4th down and 2 after a gain of 7. And Goff is staying out there. Lions offense staying out on the field. They want to put the nail in the coffin. Potentially you're going to try and draw him offside here. Adostil says you got to go for it. I disagree, but I do think that you can try and do something maybe with it. I don't know. 4th and 2. Goff is going to take the snap, hands it off to Gibbs, and he gets there. Great tackle by Dallas, but he does get there. 1st down and 10. What a full forward by Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, ho, ho. He loves going for it. Freeland says beach towel. TJ says a run is the safest option. It's true. It worked. 1st down and 10 as the Lions convert. I really wanted to make it a 3-possession game, but they trust themselves. At the 23 of Dallas, Goff under center. Jamo in motion. Goff handoff to David Montgomery. Gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. Congratulations to David Montgomery, by the way, on the new contract. That's fantastic news, both for him and for the team. No contract details released, I don't think, yet, but you've got to think if it's come out this early that that's happened, that it's on agreeable terms for both parties, you know, that it's going to suit both. All right, at the 22, 2nd down and 9, Goff on the center again, changes a play, calls out the mic, now takes the snap, and fake handoff, pressure, check down to David Montgomery, good tackle, and does not make any gain. There's going to be 3rd down and 8. Oh, they've called it 3rd down and 9 despite no loss on that play, and they had 2nd down and 8, but never mind. Goff in the huddle. 20 seconds to go on the play clock. Just under 5 minutes to go in this first half. At the 22. 11 personnel in shotgun. Patrick in the game. Laporta in the game. Bail out of pressure. Blitz coming. Goff is hammered in the backfield. Blitz gets home. Well done by the Cowboys. That was nicely designed. Not picked up. But Goff is okay. You look like you might have got hit in the helmet. You certainly heard helmet being contacted. So David tried to get there but couldn't, but 2 people got there all together. Damone Clark was one of them, and Jake Bates is on for the field goal. From the right hash, from 48. Snaps good, holds good. Bates, it is good. Excellent kick by Jake the Leg Bates. And 20 points in the first half for the Lions. And just under 4 to play. How are you feeling so far, guys? 13 passes attempted by Jared Goff. That's a few too many for my liking, given my bet, but there we go. Lions lead by 17. My bet is a push in the first half. So it's a beautiful place to live. Just resetting my stats now. Laporta. The 2 players on the Lions leading the team in receiving yards have 1 catch each. Isn't it a funny little world? Adostil says, not sure about the sequence, but they ate over 2.5 minutes because they went for it at least. While Mark says, this has been fun so far. Yes, sir, it has. All right. Ball's going to go over to the Cowboys. No timeouts so far in this game. Has it gone particularly quick? We are an hour and 10 minutes into the game and we still have 4 minutes to go, so potentially not. Free Climb says, I hope they keep this going in the second half. I mean, for the sake of my bank balance, I'd love to run the score up. For the sake of my pride, I would absolutely die if we humbled them. I said in our Discord channel that I really wanted to see us end any hopes for them of being a team that might do something this season. And I think we're halfway there. I mean, this team's 3-2. They're going to fall to 3-3 if they lose. And Commanders lost today. Eagles won. it's going to be an interesting division, I think, that NFC East. Incidentally, I talked about Discord. If you want to join us over there, if you haven't done it already, if you don't know what Discord is, I urge you to give it a try. It's an app just like any other. There's lots of different channels to talk about lots of different things. It's not all Lions in there. There's actually a lot about around the NFL, college football. There's a little buy, sell, swap kind of group going on there. There's stuff about off-topic things, talking about other sports, gambling, anything you like. Suggestions are open to, you know, see what other channels you would like there. There's listener suggestions in there. There's links for all of our shows, so you get alerted when we go live in that. Everything. So if that sounds like it could be of interest, it's a really good community of people. And of course, you get Ash's news bot as well. By news bot, I just mean he seems to have the news before anyone else does and posts it in there. So if you want to be up to date with everything, then it's a really good place to be. Right. We're just about to see the kick-off here. Let's just have a look at the rest of the scores. Atlanta up 15-10 on Carolina. Halftime for Pittsburgh, Vegas. Pittsburgh lead by 5, 12-7, and the Chargers at halftime are up 20-0 against the Denver Broncos. Crazy. Here's the kickoff for Jake Bates. And this one is into the end zone once again for a touchback. Just have to say, by the way, that my throat is starting to be a little bit sore. I went to a gig last night with my dad as part of his birthday present. It was a Pink Floyd tribute act, the Aussie Pink Floyd tribute act, if you're aware of who they are. #1 Pink Floyd tribute act in the world, and I wasn't too aware of their stuff. I knew some of their music, but I really made a big effort over the last 3-4 weeks to get to know them well, and it was an exceptional gig. But I sung a lot, and now my voice hurts, so this is not the best thing for that. Dak, two-step drop, now having to escape upfield, checks it down to Rico Dowdle, and that's a gain of only 3, 2nd down and 7, and the clock now runs. Teaser says a 17-point lead is still surmountable, as Lions fans know all too well. Let's hope for resiliency. We really need to be as resilient as possible. Marmark says, that sounds fun for your dad. Great that you prep for the concert. You have to with music, I think, because you can be surprised by what you hear, but it's much more fun to actually be anticipatory with it. And complete miscommunication there with CD Lamb. Dak with a 2-step drop and trying to throw a quick out, and CD was running a go ball on the outside. 3rd and 6 with 3 minutes to go. If they do not get this, then the Lions can go 2 for 1 here. Oh, what an interception that was by Branch. They're showing that on the highlight package there. Right, 3rd and 6. 3 minutes 20 to go in this half. Dak on his own in the backfield. Lions bring pressure, quick throw out, and a great play by Colin Davis on Jaden Tolbert. And that is 4th down and 2. Do the Cowboys have to go for this? They are going to go. They have to go for this, and if they do not get it, this could be ball game, because Lions are going to be in scoring territory here. At the 38-yard line of Dallas, 3rd and 2. Lions have spread it out. They're not really pinching this at all. Bringing 5. Dak under pressure, throws towards Terrion Arnold. Turpin looking for a flag, and that is a forced breakup by Terrion Arnold. Turnover on downs. What can any team do against this? This is a good offense still, Dallas. They have managed to move the ball. They have managed to score points. Terrion Arnold, let's have a look at this. Backpedaling, little pivot route. Maybe Arnold gets there a microsecond early, but it's bang bang for me. It's bang bang, and I think that's a good no call. 20-3, and the Lions are in scoring range again. Okay. So Lions with a chance to really stick the knife in. Goff hands it off to Gibbs. Tackle for a loss of 3, 2nd down and 13. This will be potentially the 2-minute warning here. I'll say that it is. I think it will be the 2-minute warning. I don't see why we would run a play here. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2-minute warning. Adostel said, no flag, am I dreaming? I think, Adostel, you were right. We've got ahead here, and suddenly we're getting some of the calls. It's strange. Freeland says, nice. Touchdown would be great here. It was 2nd down and 13, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Well, like I said, what's wrong with the Laporta ankle, question mark? I don't know. I haven't seen any notification on Laporta. Let's have a look. Oh my god, so many alerts for Twitter. It's crazy. Ant does a great job on that tweet stream. If you want to have some fun, you wanna read this. So good, isn't it? Carmwood said, how long a field goal will this be? Well, we're currently at the 42 of Dallas, which would make it a 59-yard attempt. Doable, but quite far. Tom Wilkinson asking about Sam Laporta as well, health-wise, and a reply just said probably his ankle still bugging him still. But, I mean, he's looked laboured sometimes, and sometimes he pulls off a 52-yard touchdown, so, you know. Just to let you guys know, I'm going to be going for a comfort break at the end of this first half, and then I'll come back and chat with you guys. I would love for you to have some thoughts as we go into the half, just while I'm away, so I can collect them and then talk about that when we come back. I was trying to say before that I thought that we could run this score up. I mean, I didn't think that necessarily we'd win by 17 or 18 or more, but I did put that bet on. You know, I thought that it was somewhat possible at 5-1. 20% chance. All right, we're back out of the break. All right. Mark says, here's one. Will we see another reversal special play in the third quarter? I mean, I guess if we don't need to go into the bag, then maybe not. But things to keep them off balance, like jet sweeps and stuff like that, I can kind of see. 2nd down and 14 for the Lions here. Expect us to just run this and take 3, to be honest. Oh, free play for the Lions? No. Encroachment on the defense. 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 9. Osa Odigizua. Okay, 2nd down and 9. Now from the 37-yard line. JMO in motion, fake. Goff looking over the middle for big throws. Tim Patrick again with another big one over the middle. Great throw, great catch. 1st down and 10 for the Lions. And the clock rolls. Let's have a look at this again. Another play action, and Patrick against zone coverage. Nice break in front of the safety. Good catch. Tries to turn upfield. Can't get much. That's all the way down to the 19. 1st down and 10 at the Dallas 19. 11 personnel here. JMO in motion, but hand this one off to Gibbs. and all the way down to the 15. Second down and 6. Clock running. Clock is running, running, running. Goff's going to ruin my big bet because he's going to have the yards mark comfortably. There we go. Drew says someone hasn't hired you yet to do play-by-play. Why would they hire me when I do this shit for free? Goff and shotgun steps back 2 yards, then checks it down to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Depends on the spot whether that's a first or not. Timeout taken by someone. I have no idea on the spot here. Marcus says, so good to see Amon-Ra doing it all. Drew, hope you're doing well, my guy, by the way. I appreciate you. Teppo says, dead quiet in Cherry World. Love it. It is a beautiful thing. First down was given to the Lions, and it's first down and goal. We were at the 19, so if it was 10 yards, then that would be first down and goal from the 9. 44 seconds to go. And Lions have 8 straight red zone trips with a touchdown. The first couple of games feel like a long time ago, don't they? When we were having those red zone struggles. Now 8 straight. Absolutely fantastic. Skipper's in the game. The timeout was by Dallas because, of course, it was. They're trying to get a possession in this side of the half. Goff, jumbo set out there. Goff under centre. And, quick throw out to Tim Patrick. There's plenty of room out there. He's going for the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit! He was Tim Patrick's first as a Lion. What a throw. And is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. Tim Patrick, his knee is down short. Oh, man, he's short. By about a half yard inbounds, though. It's going to be second down and goal from the half yard line. All right, this is not close, so it is going to come back, but it's going to be second down and goal from the 1, and it's going to kill a little bit more time. It's going to be good. 10-second runoff or another timeout by Dallas coming. What vision by Goff to see that Patrick is just all on his own there. This is a shame for Tim. That's a shame. All right, we've got Anthony Fitzpatrick popping in at the half to relieve me just for a second while I go for a comfort break. So you're going to have to get some questions for him as well as to how we're doing so far. And he'll give some observations too. 40 seconds on the clock, second down and goal. This is going to be a celebration of many parts. Most of them just laughing at the Cowboys. TJ says Zeke looks salty on the sideline. He really does. Put 40 seconds on the clock, and Dallas took a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff. Skipper and Awashika come in for this play. Why is Awashika in the play? Parker Hesse is in the play. This is proper jumbo set football. Who on earth? This is all of linemen. The only person who's not a lineman is Laporta and Montgomery. Right. This is to exercise the demons because some of the linemen are eligible here and we don't know who, but Goff hands off to Monty. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. 6 points for Detroit. Monty has it, and Jerry looks like, well, if looks could kill, it's a beautiful thing. Right, PAT is coming up. 27-3, including 20 points in the second quarter. 36 seconds to go. Jake Bates with the PAT. Snap coming. Snaps a little wide. Hold is good. And the try is just good inside the left-hand post. 27-3. Love to see a replay of the touchdown play because we didn't really see much of that at all. This is exceptional. This is really exceptional. We are witnessing greatness. The Lions are bullying a team who have had our number for a long, long time. It's still only a 3-possession game after all of that, of course, but there we go. The Lions have scored on all 5 possessions today so far. They have 93 yards on the ground, 178 in the air. This is beautiful. So we're up 24. We need an 18-point win, people. Teppo's wishing Jerry a happy birthday. I'm sure he is feeling particularly sweet about your wishes right now, Teppo. I'm saying we should not have lost to Tampa. It's the NFL, though. You know, it is what it is. Carlton, I did not see who reported. I have to admit. Right, here comes Jake Bates with a kickoff. Deep to the right-hand side. Caught 9 yards deep and is going to be returned. And Turpin tries to fake it. Turpin against Jake Bates. He is so fast, and well done to Jake Bates with a great tackle. Oh, it's a beautiful fake handoff in the return play. Oh, yeah. I mean, if you love football, you've got to like that play. It's holding in there against Malcolm Rodriguez, but it went missed. Right, at the 30-yard line, can Dallas get something here? 28 seconds to go. Dak takes the ball. Lions crash left. And sack time! It's Aleem McNeil. Absolutely flattens him. Absolutely flattens Dak. Yikes. McNeil against the right guard. And the right guard is their best player in Zach Martin. And Aleem destroys him. Wraps up against Dak, pushes him down without landing on him. Zach Martin frustrated. It's second down and 19. What a play. Aleem McNeil, sack number 2 on the day. Pass rush coming alive. Offensive line for Dallas struggling. Second and 19. They need to get in field goal range for Aubrey. I think they are still, even from here. It's a 38 of Detroit now. Dak looking deep over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to throw towards Lamb, but no good. And it's third down and 19. And the boos. Oh, so tasty. Oh, it tastes so good. Oh. Feed me the salty tears, you fucking dickheads. Delicious. Third and 19 from the 38. 18 seconds to go. No timeouts available. Dallas and Dak throwing towards the sideline, towards Lamb. Really good job by the Lions. Joe, Joseph and Amik Robertson. That will stop the clock with 12 seconds to go. Brandon Aubrey comes on to attempt a long one. It's going to be 49 maybe. Aubrey from 47. Snaps good, holds good. That kick swings right, but it is through. CD gets a few more yards. I mean, they got points. They got points. There's nothing to shake a stick at. 27-6. Lions lead by 21, and they're going to have the ball back. Surely the Lions are just going to kneel this one out now. So, it being a 21-point game, I am feeling that the Lions should be just trying to kill clock here now. Basically, the game hopefully is over. It's only 21, and we've seen turnarounds like this where teams feel like it's over. So hopefully we're not going to rest on our laurels. David Montgomery needs one more yard for me to hit my yards thing. I need a touchdown by Jahmyr Gibbs, and then I need ones by Lamb and Ferguson. If we do all of that and we keep the score roughly as it is, £3,000 will be mine. Well, Dak needs another 15 completions, but I can see that coming. They're going to have to throw the ball here. Dallas have 14 rushing yards on 8 attempts. It's an absolute massacre. Looking at the team stats so far, the Lions have 17 and a half minutes of possession to 12 for Dallas. All right, kickoff is away. It's out the end zone. Mark said that was an amazing first half. Really great that everyone is doing their job. Brent says Hutch is going to get Dak at least once. There we go. Carl Wood says hope we don't go too conservative in notorious third quarter. Mark says no, don't want that attitude for the third quarter. We've got to stay hungry. Don't forget the third quarter last week wasn't too bad. Last week before. 27-6, 8 seconds to go. Have to think this is going to be a kneel. I wonder if I can take a cash out here, as the Lions do kneel out. My cash out is worth £64. All right. That is the half. Here are your stats at the end of the first half. Lions up 27-6. Goff 11 of 16 for 178 and a touchdown. David Montgomery, 9 carries for 58 yards and 2 TDs for him. Tim Patrick leads the team in the air, 3 of 3 for 68. Dak Prescott for the Dallas Cowboys, 11 of 20 for 115 and a pick. Zeke Elliott with 5 carries for 6 yards leads the team on the ground. And CD Lamb, 4 of 9 for 46 yards. Wizards of War says maybe we get a Grossi raid. If we do, watch out for Ant losing it. That would be really, really cool. In terms of defense, it has been an interesting game for the Lions, being led in tackles with 4 by Robertson, McNeil and Campbell. The 2 sacks both by Aleem McNeil, and also a tackle for a loss by Josh Pascal. It's had a really good half. The interception was by Brian Branch. Kicking has been perfect. I'd love to hear what you guys think on the game, because it's been an absolutely cracking one so far. I'm just going to hang on for Ant, and then I'm going to take my little break as I do at the half. Hope for a Grossi raid. That would be cool. Harley Quinn is in the chat. Appreciate you, my girl. Says, hey, I just took a nap. I get the game in my area. I love that. Danny Max says, great half. Thought I'd check in at the half. How are we all? Guys, give them some thoughts. Love that. Mile Marcus says, that pick by Barnes turn on the Lions fire really made a momentum boost. Branch. Barnes, unfortunately, out for the season by the look of it after an update on his Instagram. Oh, it has been a special half. It has been fun. The way that this has happened, especially away from home, this is everything I hoped for. You know, you come into this game, you're feeling a bit like, we need to show them exactly what we're about and not just shit the bed because it's Dallas. This is exercising the demons of our past. I really feel it. Can we convert and make it even bigger? We need to kick their asses. I mean, we can't let up. And I think actually Dan Campbell showed us what we're about when we were 14 up on 4th down and 2 in the red zone. Instead of kicking it for a 17-point game, which is obviously 3 scores, he went for it with Gibbs and got it. I think that was a really, really big play in terms of mentality. We are not letting you off the hook here. And whilst we did end up taking 3 on that set, we showed Dallas that we weren't going to let them off. Harley Quinn says, Mark 301, it looks fun. I'm so pumped I needed this. I thought that Drake May looked really good for your Pats, by the way, Harley Quinn. I thought that he was impressive in a pretty shit situation for him. But there we go. Yeah. It's been an impressive day all around. So if I have a look at the offense, it's been efficient. Obviously, Jared hasn't had to throw the ball a huge amount, and when he has, it's been big chunk plays. Obviously, the touchdown to Sam Laporta on the trick play. You had the Tim Patrick massive play down the field, but all 3 of Tim's plays have been really big. The one that was a touchdown but was called back was great in awareness from Jared, but the presence of mind by Tim to really make that play and get all the way down to the half-yard line, show what he's all about, because some might have hesitated. He just got downhill. It was really impressive. Amon-Ra's got 3 of 3 for 33. It's been a great performance all round. If JMO had got that crosser route, that would have been unbelievable. And I mean, Jameer only having 7 carries on the game, it's quite funny. It's almost like we've been letting them off the hook. And then on defense, it's 2 flags. 2 flags, and that's all we've given them. They have 1 sack shared by Chauncey Golston and Damone Clark, and that's all they have to shake a stick at. You know, that's all they have to hang their hat on. They should be ashamed of themselves to think that they can bring this sort of performance here, and we're not going to show them up. The tenacity, temerity? Is that what I mean? I have no idea. My English is failing me at this point, but there we go. Marmark says, just 2. Wow. I mean, just 2. But at the same time, they were big flags that converted them into first downs for Dallas when we were going to get them off the field. We may have conceded no points at all if it was no flags, but there we go. Harlequin said, I'm proud of May, especially not having Andrews. That's going to, make a big point. It's a big loss for the Pats. Johnny K says, I kind of knew this was going to be the outcome. Dallas getting run over by Derrick Henry and the Ravens, and seeing Dallas slow last week. I know our defense and offense could do this. We have to keep going. We have to keep going and do this. Could be huge. Have a look at the results from around the league at the moment. Chargers still up 20-0. 6 minutes left in the third quarter there. Pittsburgh have scored a field goal, so they're up 15-7. But they've got a long third down in their own territory. Atlanta, Carolina still in halftime. Carolina making it interesting though, 22-17 that game. And I can see that Ant is here now. And I know that you've been getting a lot of stuff on Twitter from people reacting to this. It's been hilarious, hasn't it?
Oh mate, I've had the half of my life this game. I have just been, this is so good. Like,
it's a tonic for everything we've been through against the Cowboys over the years.
I'm like a kid in a ball pool, just throwing himself in, just going, what? Yeah, I'm absolutely mad, and yeah, I've had some. This has been wonderful, has it not?
It has been epic. I'm just going to pop off, by the way, while you give your thoughts, because I need a little rest break. I'll see you in a sec.
All right. Hope everybody is all right in the chat tonight. Appreciate you supporting Matt on this one. How good has this been? I've really enjoyed this half of football so much, and if you saw my video earlier in the week for Lions Nation Unite, this has kind of just gone really to plan. We had 3 keys for winning this game against the Cowboys. On the defensive side of the ball, it's hold up against the pass, because they can't run the football. They haven't really even been trying to run the football. They've been no good at it. We've got the takeaway in the end zone. We've got some red zone stops in there as well. We've held up against the pass, and we've just turned them into such a one-dimensional offense at this point. He's standing and delivering Dak is every play, and that's given us opportunities to sack him, get to the ball, get turnovers on downs, been perfect. And then on the rushing side of it, on the offensive side of the ball, you've just got to rush the ball over 50 yards. The three games they've won this year, they've faced a team that hasn't had a rusher over 50 yards. We've got two guys who can drop 100 on them, and Monty and Gibbs have gone to town. They've ran the ball well. But the third part of this to complement that is Jared Goff throwing the ball deep, not allowing the Cowboys to load the box up against us. And you had the deep shot to Tim Patrick early on. We've been getting the ball in Jameson Williams' hands. We've had some real good chunk plays in this game. So they can't come up and stack the box against the run because they're having to deal with our downfield threat. We have nailed all three of those objectives, and we look tremendous. This is unfair to even call it a beatdown at this stage. Um, just quick chat to everyone. Hello, Miss Harley Quinn. Hope you are doing well in there. I can see Lisa in the building. Can see Mile Markham, Mike the Marine. Brent is in there as well. I mean, this is yeah. What can you say? I feel feel a little bit lost for words. It's like, is it this easy? Like, at some point in this game, I'm going to get this feeling of existential dread that something bad's going to happen. But I've put it out there on Twitter now. We ain't the Atlanta Falcons. We're not losing a 27-3 lead. It's absolutely wow. I could just about smile. I hope you are as well. A great weekend for you as well, Brent. Army ranked. What a weekend. College football, NFL, all going great. But yeah, what do you guys all think so far? Is there anything, do you want to see anything more from the Lions, or is this just a case of carry on doing what you've done so far and going on with it? It's like, if we have a decent third quarter, if we just even have even scores in this, just keep pace. We don't need to win it. We'll see this one out pretty easy. We can just run the ball now. We can really go after them because they're going to have to sell out against the run for us to try and get some quick stops. It's going to create opportunities downfield. We're going to be able to keep driving. We're going to be able to keep scoring points. And they've got no run game. They've got no run game whatsoever. Like, at least the Seahawks, when they came out against us having they had a bad half against us. They could run the football on us. Cowboys can't. They've tried to get it outside the tackles. It's not worked. They tried a couple of times to go through the tackles. It didn't work. Yeah, they're just one-dimensional now. Their only option is to go downfield deep, score quickly, and then try and get us off the field. And it's just playing right into our hands. Yes, TJ, we have been playing against a depleted defense, and yes, the commentators sure do love telling us about that, but you've got to beat what's in front of you. And this is a Dallas team that's won two in a row on the road. It's still a pretty good defense despite the guys that they're missing, and we've just made them look silly. Like, even if their full strength team was out there, even if Parsons and that were there, the way we're running the ball, the way we're getting off our shots downfield, they'd still struggle against us. They struggled against us last year with everybody, so, and we've kept their offense to nothing. Made some really good plays. We've given up some big ones, but you're going to against this team. The way they're playing, that's just part and parcel of it. But the main thing is we've stood up both times for both those field goals. We've had big sacks, which have took them behind the chains. They've had to settle for three. They're not going to be able to keep settling for three in the second half now. They can't take these field goals. They're going to have to go for it on fourth downs. They're going to put the ball in harm's way, and we're going to take it away from them. So this plays right into our hands, and outside of something serious going wrong, I don't see a viable way for them back into this game. But I mean, Ben's unloaded the Arsenal into this. The flea flicker, absolutely beautiful. We've been using motions. We've been using the jet sweeps with JMO. We've unloaded the clip here, and I think up to a couple of weeks ago, we were saying this about Ben. He'd not quite emptied the clip. Really, you felt like he'd left something in reserve, and we weren't doing too well. But it's a case of we've seen a lot of ingenuity on this offense, and they just cannot pick it up. So I am too positive. Am I too positive? Right. So I always say this about this team. Like when we started this pod 4 years ago and we were bad under Patricia, we were realistic. We were realistically negative because we were a bad team and we were going to get twonked most weeks. And we said the same. And no one ever goes, "Oh, you've been too negative. You've been too, blasé about this team."
Some
It's
of
like,
us were
no,
more
you've
negative than
been
others,
honest.
by the way.
Exactly. But I am unapologetic for being positive about this team. I came into this Dallas game and I was unapologetic in how much I thought we were going to. I said the term beat the brakes off them, and we have beaten the brakes off them. It's not that I'm overconfident or too, it is, I just understand how good this team is and how great we match up against them. And the matchups were so clear to see in this one that we just had the advantage everywhere we needed to. Ball hawks to pick off Dak, and then the running game to really keep them quiet. And we've just completely and utterly nullified any sense of threat they've had. And that's not been too positive. That has just been realistic. We are a good team. We are allowed to say this team is going to blow teams away and not be cocky. Just truth.
Question, because it's something that I have alluded to while you've been doing the tweet stream. Where are the Lions in the NFL right now for you?
What do you mean?
Power ranking wise, where would you put the Lions?
Oh, I think we're number one ranking.
I'm calling it right now. It's so beautiful.
I think we're number one. And I said first year we were like a 32 ranking. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's just seeing this team and its diversity. And now Ben's emptying the clip out. Like everything is getting emptied out. So you've got to appreciate that we're finally using the full potential of this thing. And they do not have a Scooby how to deal with it.
They don't.
And
just to say,
the Sabrina Carpenter curse is real.
Second half has kicked off. It's a touchback. Lions coming out to the 30, by the way.
Rightio. I shall come back in a little bit. I'm unfortunately on Stream East because Sky DAZN blackout, so I don't want to be 10 minutes behind the rest of you. And I need to get back to baiting the UK Cowboys on Twitter. So
it's so funny.
I shall see you all in a little bit. I mean, to be honest, if we're blowing them out in the fourth quarter, it doesn't really matter. We just come on and say. So I'll see you very soon. Enjoy the rest of this game, folks. And remember, it's not a bad thing to be positive. Let's go out, kick their ass once more, and absolutely blow the bloody doors off.
Love it. See you soon, man.
See you soon.
What a play to start things off with as well. A misdirection play with Gibbs, all of the offensive linemen going out to the right-hand side, and we get 11 yards on first down. Now out to the 41. Goff under center with Gibbs back there, and play action this time. Goff looking deep, checks it down to Jahmyr Gibbs wide open. Oh, and lowers the shoulder as well. Gets himself about 16 yards there. Oh, boy. This is just too easy, isn't it? Mark says I'm believing in the third quarter. I mean, we did well last week. Not last week, against Seattle, Monday Night Football. We did well then. Can we do it here too? It's a good start for us. 2 plays, and we get from the 30 of Detroit to the 39 of Dallas, and Goff changes the play wholesale. Brock Wright's in there. Comes into I formation. Looks like Parker Hesse's in at fullback. And Goff hands this one off to Gibbs. Good tackle. Only a gain of 2. And Hesse and Damone Clark getting into it. 2nd down and 8. Ash says, told you so about the ex-receivers. Just had to get on the same page as them. Ash also said, Ant is ignoring me. Very rude. I'm guessing it was about that. Said no third quarter. Some places have us first, including our least favourite Packers fan. I do love Sabrina even more for this. Bad Ant, don't you ignore me too, Matt. You're at work. Alright, Brock Wright is the outside receiver down at the bottom here. I have to believe this is going to be changed. You've got Jahmyr Gibbs on the far side as well. Is Goff going to go for this? There's no time to change a play here. Goff does take the snap. And going to go deep towards Khalif Raymond. What a weird play. 3rd down and 8 coming, and that was a bizarre play. Dallas Cowboys, including the postseason, the fourth straight home game, trailing by 15 plus points at halftime. Unbelievable streak. 3rd down and 8. In field goal range to make it. Oh, quick snap. Goff going down the middle. Jameson Williams, touchdown! What a play! Shot play to Jameson Williams, touchdown. Holy shit! Oh, I'm going to lose my bet because Goff is definitely over the passing yards. Fuck, yeah. What a catch. And against Trayvon Diggs as well. Quick snap. Sees the post corner route. And over the shoulder. J-Mo, what a catch. Oh, my word. Oh. PAT is coming. Snaps good. Holds good. And that is money. 34-6. Third quarter, what third quarter? Oh, I'm breathless. The coverage just said, if you're a Cowboys fan, yikes. Oh, man. It's scarcely believable, this. I still maintain what I said. This is embarrassing. I know that we are good. I know that we're really good. They should be ashamed of themselves. 28-point game. J-Mo gets his touchdown. Brian says, I want to see Dallas fans gone by the end of the third. I'll be surprised if they're not leaving now, my guy. Now. Brian says, OMG. Free Climb says, very nice. Harley Quinn had to keep quiet for everyone else. Marmarka says, happy dance, happy dance. I gave it. Oh. Most of the time, I lose weight watching Lions games because of stress. I think I'm going to lose weight here because I'm fucking dancing around because we're destroying the arse off them. This is insane. Oh, man. I don't know what to do. What a throw by Jared. He's been exceptional today. Jared Goff with the shot plays, the one to Tim Patrick. He had another big play to Tim Patrick. That throw to J-Mo. He had the throw to Sam Laporta. Everything timing-wise was fantastic. I love it. Harley Quinn says, if Matt was ever mean to someone, he would still sound so polite. Well, that's the benefit of being English. There you go. And she says, you know me, Matt, I'm dancing here with you. I know you would. What do we have here? Detroit Lions PR tweet. At me, says Ash, the first 6 receiving touchdowns of Jameson Williams' career have all been on pass plays of 30-plus yards. He is the first player in franchise history to have his first 6 receiving touchdowns come on 30-plus yard plays. And Colton Pouncey has been added by someone saying Dallas might be getting a hooker tonight. At what point does Jared Goff get pulled? Kickoff is being returned by Turpin again. Nice cut, but a good tackle there at the 29-yard line, and Dallas will have it that spot. Shanked says, we need some here we go chant from the Lions fans. We want a Terry on pick for the icing on the cake. Yes, sir, we do. Brent says, dance, dance, dance all night long. Tepper says, I want them to make Decker reporters eligible and make a huge deal about it. Why not make Decker report eligible every single play just to hammer the point home? Here comes Dak. Fakes a handoff to Zeke now, comes upfield, checks it down. Good catch by Lamb, but they only actually get like 4 yards. 2nd down and 6. Second down 5 it is. At the Dallas 33.5. Dak. It's 2-step drop. Dak. Aiden Hutchinson with a huge sack. Beautiful. Oh, Aiden's hurt. Aiden's really hurt. Can't see anything obviously wrong, but I think that Dak landed on him when he was during the sack. Let's see. Lovely play. Can't see what happened there. You can see his face in pain. I think he's tweaked his knee there from the way he twists as he goes down. Didn't look like he got it caught underneath him. Didn't look like it was to do with studs getting caught in the turf. I think it might have just been turning the wrong way. If it's a twisted knee, hopefully that's not too much. Maybe take him out of the game. Who cares? Just take him out of the game. It's absolutely fine. Tapo says it looked like he hurt his wrist. Could be. Could be. Hopefully he's able to, well, play future games without it, because he definitely doesn't need to play now. Carlton says, did someone's knee hit his leg on the way to quarterback? I don't think so. Harley Quinn, Matt says, my dad says hi. Hey, Harley's dad. I'm just at a loss for words here. Freeland says, well, he got his sack, should have had 2. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. What's the position of this now? They are... third down and 11. Hard to keep up with all of this, to be honest, especially when you're on your own. Don't have your main man with you. Ash says, players on the knee for him. Aircast is coming out. Looks like a broken wrist or arm. That's what Ash thinks. Broken wrist or arm. Shit. Oh, man. Harley Quinn says, it's such a fun channel. I'm glad. Oh, I'm so happy I found you all. I completely agree. I'm so proud of the community that we've built here and just how nice everyone is. Jonathan Foster said, well, how much will Crosby? Too much, unfortunately. Nesford just said, wrist he'll just club surely. Well, don't know. It depends how serious it is. Cart is out, as we can see. Dak supporting him. It's knee, it's leg. He's mouthing the words, I broke it, I broke it. Can't actually see it. This is right knee, I think. This is rough. Oh. Absolute disaster. Oh, fuck, man. Broken ankle, broken leg, something like that. Season over. Has to be. If anything that we could, have avoided, that would have been the one thing we really didn't need. Up 28 points to Freeland says if it's a clean break, it may not be season ending, but we're in week 6 of a 22-week season. You know, it's 3.5 months. Broken leg should be about 6. If it's a clean break, it could maybe be 3, but man, that would have to be really lucky. Both sides are there taking knees out with him. Respect to the Dallas players for being out there like this, man. Sorry, I'm pretty silent. This fucking sucks, but also I'm just watching the coverage and listening, trying to just see if there's any nuggets of wisdom here. Dan's at the side of Aiden. Ugh. People saying it's on Twitter, but I don't want to see. Oh, jeez. So Danny Mack has just said it's really bad. The ankle was hanging and flapping about. I don't want to see it. Brett C says he potentially either has a compound fracture or a dislocation. All the team, all the Lions, all the Cowboys coming together to wish him well. This is nice for. It's a classy touch by those Dallas guys. The way they've got them laid up on that car, he looks like he's in a really bad way. Oh my god. Ash just said it looks like a compound tib fib for sure. That would be a year out or more potentially. Oh my god. So on the Sky Sports coverage, they've been showing the whole thing. They're showing him going off the cart now. Apparently, the American coverage is taking extra commercials at this time, which makes sense, I guess. The cart now leaving the field. Lions have to stay focused here. Isaac Ukwu now out there for the Lions. 3rd and 11. Clock is running. Something shit always happens in Dallas, eh? Most of the time it's a loss, but not always. Cowboys and Dak. There's a horrible hold in there by the Oh, it's a late flag. A horribly late flag. In the secondary, this is going to be a hold on the Lions or pass interference. It wasn't catchable. It wasn't even catchable. He threw it into the ground. It was nowhere close. It couldn't. Didn't even reach the receiver. It has to be catchable to be PI. First down and 10. Dak looking right now, looking left. Pressure by Ukwu. Now escaping. Lions coming forward, and good hit by Branch on Dak, who slid. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Oh, fuck off, you stupid bot. Thank you, mile marker. Oh. Couldn't be worse. Lions showing pressure here on 2nd and 9 and bring it. And Prescott. Oh no, another injury for the Lions. Helmet's off. Oh shit, who's this? That's Carlton Davis holding his head. Oh my god, not another one. No way. Carlton's in a lot of pain. Oh shit, that looked like it really hurt his head. Ferguson landed on him with his head already contacting the ground. Nice hit by Branch on Dak. Ferguson just lands with all of his weight on Carlton's head. Oh! Friendly fire, kick to the head. Ow. Oh. I think he's going to be okay. Just got kicked in the head by his own man. Wizard of War says, I missed it. Who came in for Hutch? Well, on the 3rd down, it was Isaac Ukwu, I think. But I don't know who it is now. 45 for the Lions. It's Isaac Ukwu. Ukwu's on the right, Pascal's on the left. Dak in shotgun 3rd and 5. Lions bringing 5. Pressure by Aleem. Throws a deep 1-on-1 ball. Really good coverage on Jalen Tolbert. Kindle Vildor with the coverage. It just goes straight through Tolbert's hands. Let's see what Vildor does here. It beats him a little bit deep, but Vildor coming back. Slightly underthrown. Slight interference by Vildor, but we'll take it. We'll take it. They're going for it on 4th and 5. Dak with a nice catch at the snap, which wasn't great. Throw over the middle. CD Lamb on a crosser completes for a 1st down. And down he goes. Drive continues. I think I might cash out my bet. Dak looking to the right-hand sideline. Really good play by Kindle Vildor. Oh, it's a flag late. Really? Are you kidding me? I've cashed out my bet for £80. Sacrificed £40 of equity there. That's a ridiculous call for DPI. Cashed out my bet. Up by 28. Well, Mark says they're trying to suck up the momentum, but we will grit. Against Brooks. Yeah, a bit handsy, I guess. Ugh. Fuck. 1st down and 10 at the 30 of Detroit. Clock being eaten up somewhat, which is nice. Dak now changing the play after he sees the man coming. Prescott having to escape. He gets hit late. Throw to Turpin incomplete. Really good hit on Dak. Dak surviving. That was a good hit by Ukwu. I think that might be his second quarterback hit. No, it wasn't Ukwu. Who was it? It was DJ Reader from the interior. So obviously the Cowboys are just in pass mode here. So the Lions are bringing it. 2nd down and 10 from the 30. Takes a snap. 3-step drop from shotgun. Having to escape upfield. Sack time. 53 is Trevor Nowaski. It's only a sack of 1, but it is a sack. And it continues. Nowaski's good play so far. Mark Marcus says Nowaski's first NFL sack. Oh, I just saw it. I just saw the ankle. That was bad. They just showed the replay. Why did they show the replay? It's so stupid. 3rd and 12. Lions showing pressure. Lions bring the pressure. Ukwu was held. Pass is incomplete anyway. 4th down and 12. Boos ring out. Boos are ringing out at Jerry World. 28-point game. No point in taking the points here, I don't think. But Brandon Aubrey's coming out anyway. Tepper says, can't help but think that Hutch would have feasted while Dallas is in pass mode. Field goal is up and good from 50. I feel sick in my stomach. Marmark says, I'm gutted by Hutch being gone, but I'm happy with how we ended 3rd quarter. I mean, still half the quarter to go. Frankly, this changes the Lions' perception. It changes how everyone has to view them. Frankly, with Hutch, we were maybe the number 1 team in the NFL. Without him, don't know whether this team can win a Super Bowl. You need to have a player like that on your team to really be taken seriously, I think. Yeah, there's no replacing there's no replacing a player like that. But it has to change how you think about this team. It just sucks, man. Now a trade becomes very much a possibility for the Lions. Has to be. Kickoff is away. And it's going to be returned by the Lions. Khalil Dorsey got a bit of space here over the 30, 35 to the 40 and down at the 42. Good play by Khalil. All right, here we go from the 41. Goff changes the play. Wakanda is the play. Goff is passing. Throws deep to Khalif Raymond to the 30, to the 20. Huge play. 1st down and 10 to Khalif Raymond. Goff has 13 completions for 235 yards. What route running by Khalif Raymond. up against Amani Oruwariye. Really good pass protection by the Lions. At the 21, first down and 10. Goff under centre, hands this one off to David Montgomery. Really nice penetration, good blocking up front, getting all the way down to the 5, down at the 2-yard line. First down and goal. Dostal says rotunda means deep to leave. Don't know about that, but... Davis is out with concussion, apparently. First down and goal from the 2. I formation, jumbo set. And now Parker Hesse comes out on the outside. Goff, play action, throw. Oh! Throw to Taylor Decker and almost complete. Oh man, it would have been so good. Would have been so good. So Parker declared eligible. On the end of the line, then releases upfield, good coverage, but threw inside the man, really good throw. Damone Clark in coverage, fantastic, and then got the hand up too. Great throw, almost. Second down and goal from the 2. Again, jumbo. This time a handoff to David Montgomery, and down at the 1, I think. Third down and goal at the 1. Whatever happens now is going to feel like shit because we've won this game, I think. Third down and goal from the 1. I formation again. Monty still in the backfield. Still Hesse is in there. And that's a false start. Delay of game on the offense. Third down and goal from the 6. Third down and 6. What do you do here? Don't put the ball in harm's way. At some point, I think you've got to talk about yanking Goff here. Oh man, Johnny, you're killing me. Right, third down and goal. 11 personnel here. Amon-Ra in motion left to right. Goff in third down and goal in shotgun. Pressure coming. Goff trying to escape. Is sacked by Donovan Wilson. Fourth down and field goal unit's going to be coming on the field. Dan looks sad. Yeah, so just ran through the gap between Ragnow and the right guards. Just took the wrong guys in pass protection, unfortunately. Fourth down and goal. From 33 yards, field goal is good. Jake Bates has done well. 37-9 is the score. Marmark said, okay, we scored on that drive. Good. Now let's hope we hear about Hutch. I don't want to hear anything more about Hutch at the moment. I really don't. Jorhi84 says, what a sad day. I completely agree. I mean, it just changed how I think about this team. Like, what can this team do without him? He's an absolute superstar. And it changes how teams are going to defend us against, like, how the offensive line plays. They don't have to worry about him. They can be a bit more spread. It doesn't give the opportunities to the other guys on the line. It comes down to people like Aleem, Levi now to kind of get that pressure. To have both Davenport and Hutch gone for the year is devastating. Johnny K says, we have the most dominating win in Detroit Lions history, but there isn't a fan of the Detroit Lions players who are going to be smiling. I am sad. I don't get sad. I get depressed, but I am sad. I am sad as well, man. Touchback after that kick, and the Cowboys coming out to the 30, down 28. 20 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this game. I've just seen the break. It's horrific. Don't go and look for it. I didn't mean it. It just came up on my Twitter. Dak hands this one off, and the run up the middle is for a half yard. And if you're running that play as Dallas, you're waving the white flag. You can't run that play anymore. Come on, man. Second down and 9. Dak in shotgun, 3-step drop now coming up in the pocket, and now shovel pass incomplete towards Rico Dowdle. Had Alex Anzalone asking for a flag there, but it wasn't given. Third down and 9. Ash said, I think both teams will just want to run the clock now. I agree. Jorge says, Brad has to be on that phone for some edge help. We were already thin as it was. I think you're right. I think we need to get some edge help. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Dak in shotgun, 3rd and 9. Blitz coming by the Lions, bringing 5. Dak throwing over the middle, guns it, and CeeDee Lamb touchdown at the 49 of the Lions, 1st down and 10. First down and 10, and Dak 3-step drop from shotgun again and guns it. Fumble! And Lions have it. Terry and Arnold with a fumble recovery. What a play by the Lions. Ryan Flournoy. And the Lions take over. Great force fumble by Brian Branch. Brian Branch with the punch out. And Terry and Arnold with the recovery. Fantastic play. Nesper says, do you think this front office will mortgage a future for a player like Crosby or something on a budget? Nesper, it's going to be budget, but it depends what players are available. I mean, there was a theoretical trade out there last week that said Trayvon Walker might be available from the Jags. Obviously, they're having a really bad season, and it might be something like a 4th and a 5th round pick. Now, we don't have a 3rd next year, but if you can get someone like that for a 4th and a 5th round pick, you know, you're not mortgaging the future in terms of picks. Now, obviously, it's the first overall pick. He's still being paid a fair amount, but, you know, still not a huge amount, really. That could be something that I don't think the Jags would accept that. I think that's way low. But it could be something, even if it's... If Trayvon Walker was available for a 2026 3rd and a 2025 6th, or something like that, I would love that. I think they were just reviewing the turnover to make sure that he wasn't out of bounds. Doesn't look like he was. It did contact his leg, but it looks like all of him was still in bounds at that point. Let's have a look. That leg is inbounds still, I think. Free Climb says Trayvon Walker, the number 1 pick. Yes, sir. Still reviewing it. He is inbounds. That's a really good look. He's inbounds. The ball clearly hits his knee when the foot is stretching just inbounds. Free Climb says worst number 1 pick. Well, it's a terrible number 1 pick because of what they gave up to get him. Worst number 1, I don't think Trayvon Walker is a bad pick. I don't think he's a bad edge. It's just Hutch was so much better. Jimmy Liao, MD, who does the stuff for Detroit Lions podcast, says bones heal very well. As long as joints are not affected, he should be good. Ryan McCluskey on our Discord saying Josh Hines Allen, Trey Hendrickson, Trayvon Walker, Crosby, anyone else you can call. Should be okay theoretically, but I think you're still talking months. But it's just maybe not like long term. He might be really bad. Goff, play action, and lovely throw to Jameson Williams on a crosser, and he's on the way. And a good tackle by Dallas, but great play by Jameson Williams. Mr. Unlimited 223 says no joints is 6 to 9 months. Yeah. All right. At the Dallas 48 now. Goff hands this off to Gibbs. Plenty of room. Gibbs, lots of room, and gets down at the 23, 24. Great blocking up front by the Lions. Lots of room. Ash says, but unless you really like Ukwu Ugude, one of the practice squad guys, we need a rush end. I agree. Here come the Lions again. Sorry, it's the 33, not 23. 11 personnel, but 21 personnel. Hand off to Montgomery, tackle in the backfield, and Monty manages to jump forward for a gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Should have been a loss, but he is just a machine. Clock continuing to run. Ooh. Zoom ended my meeting because... There we go. Hello again. I'm not allowed to be on my own for 40 minutes, apparently, so... Not ideal, but there we go. Sorry about that. Right, Khalif Raymond, gain of 10. That's 1st down and 10. Sorry, Harley. Zoom doesn't like it when a person is on his own. I really wish it didn't do that. Goff may not hit the completions, but he's definitely over on the yards, so my bet is dead. "22 first downs for the Lions is insane. We're at the 22-yard line of Dallas. 12 personnel, 2 tight ends out there. And handoff to Gibbs. Big hole. And a nice tackle by Wilson. But a gain of 10 is another 1st down, Detroit. Dossel says, since we needed another edge before, I'd argue we need 2 now. I joked about getting 2 more in trade already, but maybe now we actually do it. I think we need 2 if you want backup depth, but we really need 1 as a starter. 28-point game. Lions 1st down and 10 at the 12 of Dallas. Fullback in the game and handoff to Gibbs. Nice move by him and gets out of bounds after a gain of 2.5. 2nd down and 8 or 7. Edmund says, yes, we need 2. Brown will go to work. I hope so. How about the entire NFC North being 2 games above 500 or better? What an exceptional division. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Goff, fake toss. Oh, fake play to Penei Sewell. Touchdown, Lions. There's a flag. In their bag. Hook and ladder play to Penei Sewell. I'm going to say an eligible man downfield, I think. Just for the audacity, that deserves something. An eligible member downfield. There's boos for the ineligible man downfield call. That's unbelievable. It's not on Sewell. Goff looking for a throw over the middle, checks it down, holds it, pulls it down at the 9-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter. Here are your stats. Lions up by 37-9 and have the ball in the red zone again. Goff 16 of 23 for 306 yards and 2 touchdowns and a great performance. David Montgomery 12 carries for 80 yards. That is 6.5 yards a carry. Unbelievable. 2 touchdowns for him as well. Jahmyr Gibbs also has 12 carries for 63 yards and a dominating performance on the ground. And Jameson Williams leads the team through the air 3 of 4 for 76 and a touchdown. Laporte has 1 of 1 for 52 and a touchdown. But good performances by Tim Patrick 3 of 3 for 68 and Khalif Raymond 3 of 5 for 54. Dallas Prescott 16 of 29 for 174 and a pick. 10 carries for 16 yards on the ground, led by Rico Dowdle 3 for 7. And CeeDee Lamb 7 of 12 for 89 yards. Flournoy has a fumble covered by Terry and Arnold, forced by Brian Branch, who also has the pick on the day. Lions have 4 sacks, 1 by Nowaski, 1 by Hutchinson, 2 by McNeil. Also a TFL in there for Josh Pascal. 2 sacks for Dallas, 1 by Donovan Wilson and 1 shared by Clark and Golston. Kickers perfect on the day. No punts for the Lions in a dominating performance. We are heading into the fourth quarter now. Falcons up by 8 against the Panthers. Steelers up by 19 against the Raiders. And the Broncos are coming back into it against the Chargers. 23-13, but there is only 2 minutes to go and they are deep in their own territory. So that game is as good as over. It's 3rd and 8 as we come out of the quarter, by the way. Sorry, I've missed a load of your things while I've been going through those stats. Harley Quinn says these coaches' jaws must be steel after chewing all of that gum. I mean, they've got muscles everywhere, so, you know, they've got to keep training. As Oster says, we lost Davenport, is why I know we've got it worked out, but we also have a Sam now and a pure edge would be nice. I completely agree. Harley Quinn says that was such a good play too. Dossa says maybe we should put in Hooker after this. I'd love to. I really don't want to put Goff in trouble. Jonathan Foster says, I think they bench Goff if they score a touchdown here. Teacher says, I want to see Hooker play. I do. I want to see hooker play. Goff is in for this play. It's at the 15. It's 3rd down and 8. Can still get a 1st down here. Here we go. Empty set for Goff. Gibbs is on the outside. What are we going to do? Goff asks for it and gets it. 2-step drop. Throws for the corner. JMO! Touchdown! But it's going to come back. It's coming back. There's a flag. It's going to be OPI. JMO is flexing, but it's clearly OPI. Let's see. He braced for contact, Gibbs. It's so clear, and there was no need to do it. It's a good throw and a good catch, and Diggs wouldn't have got there. It's clearly OPI. 3rd down and 18 now. But it's going to make it a 4-score game when we score a field goal here, so let's just not risk it. Should probably just run a draw here from the 20-yard line. You're not going to get first. You're probably not scoring. Although, you know, Bates is good from here too. We are going to... It's going to be a screen. Good blocking out in front, but Gibbs tackled well by DeMarvion Overshown. 4th and 13. Nesper said such a terrible call. No chance he was beyond 2 yards. Isn't it 1? Thought an eligible man downfield was 1. Marmark says, I love it even if we just get a 3. All right, from the right hash, 4th and 13. 33-yard attempt. This is extra point distance for Jake Bates. Snap is good. Hold is good. And Bates knocks it through. Great performance by Jake Bates. He keeps on proving his doubters wrong, including me. Lions deserve so much here. Look at what we're doing to him. It is special. I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Dallas should be ashamed of this performance at home. They are ridiculous. Well, Mark said Ben Johnson's ticked off. Well, if it was a bad call, then you would be ticked off because you've gone in your bag and you've shown your hand and you've got nothing for it. And now other teams can key into that. So it's not ideal. Still, I think they're smiling when they call penalties because they're laughing and joking with the players. You saw Hutch chatting and joking around with them. They all know the game's over at this point. You know, it's a 31-point game. You know. I think we should sit Goff. I really do. I think this is it now. Oh, Tyler Algier got a touchdown for the Falcons. Yes, sirree. Love to see that, considering he's in my fantasy team. Beautiful. Wizard of War says offense is humming. We haven't punted or turned it over at all this game. It's been one of the best offensive performances in some time, but we are going up against a terrible defense. We're showing them up for what they are, you know? Absolutely deserved. Brent says Poole off. We don't need to be risking injury. I agree wholeheartedly. TJ says, of course the OC is going to be mad his play got called back. Duster says, I want contrition. That miss holding directly led to the Cowboys' second field goal. I don't think we can worry about that too much. And Tom Brady is hyped about the Lions play calling there, and I like that. The respect there from... I think that Tom Brady wouldn't mind being an offensive coordinator and maybe a head coach He's watching all this, and yeah, he's doing his media thing, but secretly he wants to be the guy pulling the strings if he can't be the quarterback, you know? Kick is away, and it's going to be returned. Fake by Turpin and hit. Great tackle by Malcolm Rodriguez. 14 minutes to go in this game. First down and 10. Jonathan says, if God goes back out there, it's borderline malpractice. I would tend to agree, especially considering how often he's throwing the ball. If we were just running it, if he was just handing it off, it'd be okay. At their 28, then. Dak, with a 3-step drop from shotgun, throws it to... I can't remember who the bloody hell he is. Jalen Tolbert. Short gain after a really good tackle by Meek Robertson from the 32, 2nd and 6. Going hurry up here. Dak with another 4-step drop out of shotgun, throwing it to the right-hand side this time, incomplete. Towards CD Lamb and Meek Robertson coverage, 3rd down and 6. Clock stops. Mark says, we are looking strong, we got legs. Defense has not been out there very long. In terms of time on the clock, we have 28 minutes 42, they have 17:39. I said I wanted to hold them to 20 minutes. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to do that, but we'll get close. 3rd down and 6. Let's Go Lions is ringing out. Dak takes a snap, 3-step drop, looking over the middle, gets hit and incomplete. Fourth down and 6. Do they go here? They're 31 down. I think you should just punt. Jack Pascal with a huge hit on Dak. There have been plenty of quarterback hits in this game. Are they really going for this? The game is over. The game is over. Why are you going for this? 4th down and 6. Lions could really run up the score here if they don't get this. At the 31 of Dallas. Looks like man-to-man here. The Meek following CD. 5-step drop for Dak. Under pressure. Throwing over the middle. Picked off by the Lions. It's Brian Branch. And he's going to go all the way. Pick 6. Oh, down at the 4. Down at the 4. Branch maybe could have let that go and it would have been great field position. But they are turning the screw. And Dak has another interception. Aleem McNeil almost contacts Pascal. And then Branch makes the pick and is coming forward. What a beautiful play by Branch. A really nice cut. I mean, the guy could be a returner. He could be a running back. Branch really wanted it, but didn't get there. Right, let's get the backups on there. It's still Goff at the moment. Goff in shotgun with Gibbs next to him. And Goff's going to throw for the corner. Touchdown, Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown. One play is all it takes. 46-9 as the Lions continue to turn the screw. Dallas Cowboys are getting humbled. Absolutely fucking humbled. The Dallas Cowboys UK invited us on their show to review this game on Tuesday. They are not going to enjoy our presence. There is a flag, a late flag after the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct called on Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's going to push back the extra point 15 yards. And the Cowboys' backup quarterback is coming on. Looks like Cooper Rush. Fuck the Cowboys. Getting what they deserve here. They feel our pain. Thanks, Harley. I'm not trying to act tough, I'm just trying not to fucking cry about Hutch. This is beautiful that we are doing this to them. It's like we're taking out our pain on them. Snap and hold are good, and the 48-yard extra point is straight through the middle, 47-9. It also says if Goff doesn't sit, this will probably be his third 50-point game. Sounds right to me. Carlton says, didn't ARSB have some historic banter with the Cowboys DB? I can't recall, to be honest. Jonathan Foster says, yeah, that invite might be taken back by them. I think you might be right. I don't think they'll want to talk about this particularly much. I mean, frankly, I hope the Cowboys fans are fans of sadomasochism because we are inflicting the pain. Shank says, loving the continuing pressure we are putting on them and putting on Dak no give up. Harley Quinn says, I love this side of you, Matt. Dig deep, winky smiley face, strong arm. Wizard War says, why was St. Brown flagged? I actually don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so according to Greg Rosenthal, it might have been that the touchdown celebration was running towards the Dallas sideline and screaming in their faces, apparently trash talking Jordan Lewis. Cowboys have conceded a huge amount of points. There was a graphic there, but they didn't really show it on the UK stream, unfortunately. Kickoff is away. I presume they're going to return this and a space can get it out of the end zone. They can't. They are going to return it. Turpin. Good tackle by Kindle Vildor. Oh, is that an injury for Kirby? Hopefully not. This has been such an impressive performance by the Lions. Right, so ARSB apparently has a feud with Jordan Lewis, the slot corner for the Dallas Cowboys. It's a good slot, but there we go. Right, handoff by Cooper Rush. Really nice run by Rico Dowdle. That is more rushing yards than they have had all game in that one play. There we go. Dossel said, all I know is it's a good thing that you're not paid Dak yet. Oh, wait. I mean, Dak's still a good quarterback. Would you rather be the Dallas Cowboys paying Dak, or would you rather be the Jacksonville Jaguars paying Trevor Lawrence? You know? Here comes Cooper Rush. Hands this one off again. Another run by Rico Dowdle, and he falls forwards. Good play. 60-yard gain, second down and 4. Well, Marcus said they showed the Lions have nearly twice the passing yards in Dallas. It's funny shit, man. 2nd down and 4 from the 41. Cooper with a quick check down to Rico Dowdle. Down, and they give him the 1st down. That's generous. Nesper says, think this was the first team the Lions played this year that didn't use the Lions as a measuring stick, and they paid for it. Maybe Dallas won't lose next game. God knows. 40 plus points in consecutive games for the first time in a long time, apparently. So Cooper Rush hands it off to Zeke, and well done by Isaac Ook, who slowed him down. Could have been a TFL, but wasn't quite. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8. Edos still says, would you rather be Jacksonville or Dallas paying whoever? Edos still says they can trade Lawrence and still rebuild while eating the dead cap. I mean, you can make the same argument with Dak. They're paying Lawrence a very similar amount of money. 2nd down and 8 from the 36. Lions, I think, also have backups on the field. Good throw to Turpin. No, not Turpin, Talbot. Tackled by Amik Robertson, 1st down and 10. Good throw by Cooper Rush. At the 26-yard line of Detroit. Cooper in shotgun. Harlequin says, is Prescott out? Yeah, they've pulled him. They don't think they can win the game, so they've yanked him. Cooper is panicking a little bit in the pocket, but manages to scramble, and a good throw to Rico Dowdle for a short gain, 2nd down and 6. Second down and 5 even. Correction. Harlequin says, oh, makes sense. Yeah, they can't afford him to get injured in the situation where they can't win this game. It's a 38-point game. Literally cannot win, I don't think. Less than 10 minutes to go. Dowdle, the lone man in the backfield. 11 personnel, 2 receivers to the right and the tight end there too. But Ferguson's one of those receivers. And a quick throw to number 83 is Brooks. 1st down and goal. I wish the bots would get fuck. Right, here goes Cooper Rush, 1st down and goal from the 6. Takes a snap, looks for the end zone, throws for the corner, incomplete, looking for Brooks. 2nd down and goal from the 6. This feels like a loss. It really does. Apparently this is a scoregami right now, but looks like there's going to be more points. Snap away. Cooper throws for someone. Incomplete. Brooks again. Dallas have the 49ers, Falcons, Eagles, and Texans all in a row, which is a terrible run for them. What a shame they could lose the next 4 games in a row. 2 away in a row next up as well. McExperiment subscribing at tier 1 for their 23rd month. Thank you very much, McExperiment. Appreciate you very much. 3rd down and goal from the 6. Cooper Rush. Bringing the pressure. Throw out to Ferguson. Good tackle. Kirby Joseph with the tackle, and it's 4th down and goal from the 5. Really good play by Kirby. 4th down and goal. They're obviously going for it. There's no point in taking points here. They at least have some points anyway. If you were being blanked right now, I'd take the field goal just to get some points on the board. Empty set, and Cooper Rush takes a timeout. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling the most talkative right now. This just sucks. It's hard to say a 38-point victory sucks, but it really does. I've just seen another person post it on Twitter. It's a snapped leg. His leg has literally snapped in his shin. Cooper Rush throwing for the end zone on 4th down, picked off. It's another red zone, end zone interception for Kirby Joseph. Kirby matches the NFL lead in interceptions for the season. Just didn't see him at all. Well done, Kirby. Lions bullying him. Fuck the Cowboys. Hendon Hooker is in. Play action for Hendon Hooker. And a quick check down. Nice throw to Khalif Raymond. Good sidestep. And he's running for a good gain of about 20-yard game. 1st down Detroit. Hendon Hooker is in the game. And that is his first completion in the NFL. Congrats to Hendon. Go and score yourself your first touchdown now. Oh. Handoff to someone. I'm sorry, I missed a load of messages because for some reason YouTube screwed up again. That was a run by Craig Reynolds. And Harley says, hearing Brady feels so nostalgic, I'm going to tear up. I can appreciate that, you being a Pats fan. That makes sense. Mike says, Matt sounds like Debbie Down. A huge win and loss of actions will pump us up more. Get it. Yeah, that's fair. Lions, 2nd down and 5. Hooker hands this one off again. And a great play by Craig Reynolds to spin out of that. Can he get the 1st down? He gets 3 yards, maybe. 3rd down and 2.5. There's a flag, and it's going to be on the Cowboys, I think, for a face mask. Mark says, a bittersweet game. It is face mask on the defense. 1st down and 10 then. Almost a perfect passer rating for Jared Goff, 153.8. Many thanks to Harley Quinn for the $20 super chat saying, Matthew, get that bloody frown upside down. We love you. And yes, F the Cowboys. Thanks, Harley. It's tough because it feels like that's our potential Super Bowl going up in smoke. You know, maybe it's not that bad, but Hutch is such a big player for us. You know, it's tough. He feels as important to us as Brady was to the Patriots. I know he doesn't throw the ball, but you know what I'm saying. Thank you for the super chat, though. Love you. Wizard of War says Jerry gets hooker for his birthday. I mean, he's an NFL owner. Of course he gets a hooker for his birthday. Marmux is also after midnight for Matthew. It is 25 past midnight. You are absolutely right. Here come the Lions then. 2nd down and 8 at the 36. Hooker, an empty set. Low snap, but caught really well. Hooker trying to escape. Throws. Incomplete pass in the direction of number 8, which is a number I do not recognize for the Lions. Number 8 is Alan Robinson, the lesser cited Alan Robinson. 5:19 to go. 3rd down and 8 with the clock stopped. Tepper says we've got to trust Brad to come through and pull our rabbit out of the hat. Agree. Let's Go Lions rings out around the stadium. It is so deafeningly loud. Hendon Hooker hands this one off to Sione Vaki. Lovely little cut. Stays on his feet. Gets himself 5 yards. It's 4th down and 3. Just had Ash in the Twitch chat saying, sorry, been busy at work. Hope you're good, Matt. Miss you. Miss you too, man. Marmark says, Vaki, yay, fun to see all the players. It's great to see all of them out there. I presume we're going for this 4th down, because what's the point in the field goal, unless we want to get 50? But I think we're going to go for this. I don't see any reason why not. We are going for it, and Hendon's going to be under centre. Now goes shotgun. Oh my god, Dan Skipper is out as an ex-wide receiver on the far side. Oh my god, Dan Skipper's on the outside. Hooker takes the snap. And Hooker's going to get sacked on 4th down. That would have been hilarious. Hooker was looking for Dan Skipper and did not get it. Turnover on downs. Cowboys take over. 4:23 to go in this game. 47-9. I hope we get 50. I do. Jared Goff chat's going up. Defense on the field now on handoff. That's a good gain by Zeke Elliott of 6. 2nd down and 4. Rush looking for the pass, throws, complete to Turpin for a 1st down. Clock stops. We don't want the clock to stop. Come on. Colby Sawsdall is out there, not dressed, with Dan Skipper, asking for the crowd to be louder and laughing his head off. It's great. Lions defending that run. Handoff for 3 to Zeke. 2nd down and 7. And we've got the returning Anthony Fitzpatrick coming in here. And jet sweep. Good defense by the Lions. Just keeping them to not very much. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. Third down and 1, and They go for a sneak, and that's first down. How you doing, Ant?
Hey, who likes the smell of Dallas Cowboy brisket? Because they've been cooked.
This feels like the hollowest fucking victory.
Oh, come on. I know it's bad, but we're Lions. We're not allowed to do this the easy way. They say the road easiest taken. We're not allowed that road. We have to follow the road where we get 10-foot boulders thrown at us, where we get our kneecaps smashed in, where we have to crawl for every little bit of it. We're not allowed to have it easy. Like, this is just all part of the process, and unfortunately, this is the stone that is thrown in our way. But like always, we're made of tough stuff. We don't let this. This is nothing compared to the Matt Patricia days. Like, that is tough. That is hard. This is a blip in the road. We've still got plenty of playmakers on this team. We've got the best run offense in the league. We can control the time of possession. We can put up a ton of points, and our secondary has more picks than an iron mine. Like, we're turning it over through the air. We've got the best run defense in the league. We can stop the run. We don't need to be getting 20 sacks a game. We can get by. Like, you've got to take this for what it is. It's tough, but it's not insurmountable. You can't win a Super Bowl with just one player. Got to have a team. You got to have depth. And we've got money. We've got capital. We can go out there and fix this if we wish to. We have the ability to go out there and rent somebody till Hutch is back. We have the ability to get depth in that room. But the thing is, we got the trenches. So
Fumble by the Dallas Cowboys, Lions take over.
Oh, Jesus. I've been carrying the Lions defense in fantasy all year. I had to bench them last week because obviously they were off. I got Green Bay. I kept Green Bay for today. And in fairness, they did all right. 3 takeaways, 13 points, no big deal. But I'd have made an absolute fortune in fantasy today. And I had Dak as well. So, he sunk the Cowboys. He sunk my team. The last I checked, I had a very healthy lead. But we've got to be optimistic here, Matt. Don't let this get at you.
I'm trying my best. Forced fumbles by Jalen Reeves may have been recovered by Malcolm Rodriguez, by the way.
We are absolutely smoking the Cowboys. That is all that matters. 1 week at a time. Next game, Vikings lost J.J. McCarthy. They lost their quarterback. They lost the hardest person on the team to replace. And look at them. They're unbeaten. Sunday.
Given Sam Darnold was there, he was hardly an irreplaceable player. But yes, I appreciate the sentiment.
Nobody was going, oh my God, Sam Darnold's going to come in and lead this team to 6-0. They weren't. It's very, apart from you, smart ass.
I mean, I'm not saying I believed in Darnold that much, but I do remember saying it may not be the worst thing in the world to sit McCarthy early and see what Darnold gives you, because I think that he's a good player. But anyway.
But teams overcome losses, and we've been lucky. We've had Penny healthy his entire career. We've had Aiden healthy his entire career up to this point. Like, it happens. But if we look at this logically, and I got angry for the first few bits, and then I just calmed down and I chilled, and I realized we've got the resources to fix this. We've still got a great team. We defend the run better than anyone. We run the ball better than anybody. That beats 3/4 of the teams in this league alone.
I agree. I think my disappointment that I'm feeling right now is not about the Lions suddenly being bad. The Lions are a really good team with or without Hutchinson. Every team that I think is a Super Bowl contender has a player like that on their team. And I'm thinking, oh shit, we may get to the Super Bowl, but just now I don't think we'll be favourites ever. Or maybe we get to the championship game and do as well as we did last year. And I mean, how far we've come that in 3 or 4 years, I am crushed by the idea that we might not win the Super Bowl even if we get there. Like, that's such a fucking luxury, especially when we've got Harley Quinn in the chat as a Pats fan going, well, Drake may play well today in shit circumstances. And it's like, without wanting to pour scorn on our resident Pats fan, it's not about that at all. It's more the change in expectations. But it's crushing to think that when we were talking at halftime, I'm like, I think we're Super Bowl favourites right now. And at this point now, I'm like, we're probably.
I still think you're there. Again, this is not the be-all and end-all. This is not like we're the Saints and we're cap strong and we can't do nothing. This is not like with the Rams and we've traded away everything for the next 5 years. The position that Brad has put us in is very to give us the opportunity, in the event of something like this happening, that we're able to absorb the blow better than most teams are able to. And again, you've got one of the best run defenses in the league, and we've got the most versatile offense in the league, and that is fully healthy. Those two things alone will win you games. And the secondary is picking up picks at a rate of knots. You're turning the ball over. You don't need 20 sacks a game to be a great football team. As long as you defend the run and get turnovers, that is all you need in this league.
And even with pass rush, the impressive thing is that Pascal had a really good game. Aleem's had a fantastic game.
Sacks.
DJ Reader's had a couple of quarterback hits.
Yeah,
overall,
these guys are doing well.
Nowaski's got a sack. Yeah. You know, we've really shown up today.
And we've got turnovers, a bunch of turnovers, more than an Austrian bakery, as they say. So, like, yeah, it would be very easy to go doom and gloom here, but let's remember where we've come from.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Those are the doom and gloom days when there is nothing to get up and look forward to about your team, and there's just nothing there. Now we're in a position where we've got a great GM, we've got great coaches who develop talent, and as harsh as it sounds, it's next man up. Let's go. Let's keep going. Nothing can stop us. And, you know, we move.
Yeah.
That's what he'd want us to do. Don't feel sorry for yourself, because you will start getting twatted every week then.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're not like that.
Absolutely. Well, the fact that we, even in a situation where we could go prevent, we still haven't given up a touchdown today, and that's pretty nice. It's 3rd and 5. We're not going to get a playoff, and we're just taking a delay of game here. Never mind. Oh, timeout taken. Yeah, 3rd down and 5 coming. I would love to see Hooker get his first NFL touchdown at this point. That would be pretty cool. Don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's good that he's in. This is a perfect time for him to go out there, sling the rock around a bit, and be able to, you know, make some plays rather than just handing the ball off.
Oh, we need to think about trade candidates. I'm actually, now that we are here and we're at the point where we really need to think about it, as Hooker hands this one off again on 3rd and 5, run up the middle, and it's a first down Detroit. That's the ball game. First down, and the Packers, I keep saying Packers because I hate them so much. The Cowboys are not taking a timeout, so we're going to see kneel downs now, I think. But what's interesting is, what do we do now? How do we actually deal with this? And you've gone on the Hendrickson train. I don't know whether we have to wait for more Bengals losses or
Doesn't
not.
have to be him. Like,
I mean, the Trayvon Walker thing, I actually would be on board with that, because I think we'd use him better than the Jags would.
See, I'd go and take a look at the Giants as well. Ojulari, is it Ojulari the one who's there? He's coming into the last year of his rookie deal.
Ojulari, yeah. Sorry.
We know that they suck balls in terms of their development of their coaches. There's a lot of talent there, and they're not getting the best out of it. But, you know, he's an ability. Someone, if you want to bring in someone a bit younger with a point to prove, who wants to make some money, and he's got an opportunity to do so, you go have a word with the Giants and get him there. I don't think they're going to pay him a new contract at this point in time. Better coaching here, an opportunity for you there. If you don't have to go down the route of going to get a Mad Max or that. I don't think he'd go for a high-end caliber guy.
No, I don't think so either. You want to get
like
someone who provides a higher.
Too much. But like, Hendrickson's good. You've got him for a few years on his deal. He doesn't cost you as much as Mad Max does. He's fine. Hey, even if you want to go out and test the Browns' resolve with Garrett, they're hurtling towards the number one pick and a full blown rebuild at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe you
There's
can
no
tempt
point in
him
hanging on
away.
to Garrett because by the time
No,
you've righted the ship with the contract you have to absorb from the quarterback, Garrett's usefulness is potentially gone in this league.
and he'll want a ring.
Yeah.
He's not won a ring. Like he's got like the problem we've had over the years is we've bought Super Bowl winners here. And for the most part, they're Super Bowl winners who've lost their lust for the game and don't really care anymore, other than they're trying to line their pockets and earn some money. Garrett will still want a ring. Like he's got everything to prove his ability to do so. So you can go out there and say to the Browns, well, look, you're not in much of a bargaining position right now. You can just lose him or disillusion him, and we'll give you something for him. And you use that with the number one overall pick and go rebuild your franchise out of the ashes Deshaun Watson's leaving it in. There's options here. Like we've got a lot of avenues open to us to be able to go and fix this. When you've got the trade capital, when you've got the money, it means a lot. So like it's this is rough, it's tough, but at the same point, you can't allow it to derail your optimism
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you're
that
right.
is just it's not what we do, and it's not what this team's built about either. This team is built to overcome adversity. And if anything, it's going to bring them all together now. Like they're going to be playing for him, and they are going to want to show that they're more than just Hutch, because there'll be people out there now saying, well, that Lions defense is screwed now. It's all about Hutch, and that's just a lie. It's not. It's a really good young linebacking core. It's one of the best interiors in the NFL, one of the best run defenses there, and then a secondary that is emerging at a rate of knots, which is full of young, hungry guys looking to make a point, and they will all band together now in the wake of this and, do it for him.
Mm.
So this is where the team thrives. It's when it's written off, and it will start getting written off now. The rest of the NFC North will be licking their lips, going, "Well, there, my quarterback's safe now. He's injured. He bloody well isn't, and it doesn't really matter because you're going to have to score 40 if you want to try and beat us, and not many of you are capable of doing that. So,
Mm.
opportunity knocks, and while it's tough,
Well, we've got to
we
grit it
move
out.
on.
Yeah.
We move on. We're grit. This is what we are. We're grit. We're Detroit. We've been through a lot worse than this. We have sat on podcasts and literally questioned the will to live, especially in the earlier years. This is still far and away, miles ahead of where we were there. They were the really dark days. So and hopefully everyone else is on the same page as well. So, we keep going, but they will look the trade market now. That is something Brad will be looking right now. Brad will be making calls right now. They will be out there looking because this is a window for us now. We can't afford to just say, well, we'll wait for Hutch to come back because we might never get this opportunity again. And I know for a fact they will go out there and they will look. And if the right deal is available, they'll do it. I think now the timeline will be accelerated, though. I was going to say that we would probably see something closer to the deadline because that's usually when teams panic. But with the way the NFC North is shaking out right now, I don't think you can afford to wait. A loss or two and you'll be behind. And we have to play 2 road games first in the NFC North. We don't get a home game till week 13, which is in bogus. So, I think we've got to make a move on with it now. Even as soon as next week.
Yeah, I agree. Because you want to bed them in, teach them schemes, calls, all of that stuff. You don't
need
want
them
to
in for that. Yeah,
absolutely. And then you're still relying on the players you have now for the first couple of weeks
course.
and just kind of bedding them in.
And you have options for now. You're at least able to pony something together now. You've still got Wingo. Still got Houston for all it's worth, but he is there and he is an option. He's a guy who can take snaps, and Levi seems to be holding up pretty well. So we've got an end covered.
Yeah.
And what is it? The Vikings next week.
Vikings next week, must-win game. Must-win game.
It's going to be a tough one, but again, Donald likes to throw picks, and
he does.
So it's still eminently winnable. We've just got to go out there now and show true Super Bowl teams can absorb losses like this. They will use a collective team mentality to go out there and still win games. So this will tell us a lot about our team now and how it's capable. Now, for the first time, it's lost a star. Like
Yeah,
this is
a
the first
real
time
star.
we've
Yeah.
this is the first time we've lost a star.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Let me just go through the stats from this game just to briefly, well, to round it off. Jared Goff with his second consecutive almost perfect game, 18 of 25 for 315 and 3 touchdowns, passer rating of 153.8. David Montgomery 12 for 80 and 2 touchdowns, Jahmyr Gibbs 12 for 63. Team combined for 5.1 yards per carry. In the air, lots of really big chunk plays actually in this game. JMO 3 of 4 for 76 and a touchdown. Khalif Raymond was second, 4 of 6 for 73. Tim Patrick was huge on the day, 3 of 3 for 68. Sam Laporta had the big touchdown, 1 of 1 for 52 and a touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown also got his, 4 of 4 for 37 and a touchdown. Lions forced 2 fumbles. Both were recovered by them. Rodriguez and Terry and Arnold got the recoveries for those. One was forced by Brian Branch. The other, I don't recall, which is really annoying. Craig Reynolds did fumble but recovered it. On defense, we did have 3 picks, 2 by Branch, 1 by Joseph. So Branch had a forced fumble and 2 interceptions, which is amazing. Kirby is now in the joint lead for interceptions on the season. We had 4 sacks, 2 by McNeil, 1 by Nowaski, 1 by Hutchinson, and then an extra TFL by Pascal. We had 10 passes defended, and I did say in the preview show that I thought that we'd break the record in this regime for most passes defended. I don't know how many that actually was, but 10 feels like it should be pretty close. And we had 11 quarterback hits, which is outrageous. Dallas, obviously, 2 picks by Prescott, 1 by Rush. They had 3.1 yards per carry, most in garbage time. Led by CeeDee Lamb in the air, 7 of 14 for 89. Defensively, had 3 sacks, an extra TFL, 7 QB hits, 2 passes defended. All the kickers were perfect. Those are your stats. Yeah, we've got to be active. So we already have people in the chat kind of talking about the fact that, they wanted someone already because Davenport went down. Now Hutch is down. You're potentially in the market for 2 because not only do you need a starter, you may need depth. It depends. Ukwu, I thought had a good day today.
Yeah, I thought they did well. They brought a lot of pressure. They teed off. Obviously, it's easy when a team can't run the ball. You can send the pressure. It's going to be tougher when you're facing teams who are running the ball and you've got to lighten the box a bit and rely more on guys one-on-one. But like I say, this was very positive. Even after, like, how many times have we seen teams over the years be hit by an injury in game and then they just deflate and they coast to the end of the game? They just put their foot right back on their throat and went for it again. Like, they didn't even stop in this game. Like I say, even in garbage time, they're like, we're not giving you anything, Dallas. So it's a great attitude from the team to have. And again, they stood up in his absence. They still made plays even after he went down. And, this is just going to fuel this fire even more now. And this is another monkey off the back. And this is, they didn't even bother them. They didn't care, man. Like, the refs tried to influence this early on. They didn't bother. They just went and made plays, and they were just so perfect in this game. Again, 3 keys to win this. They just followed them to a T. Turnovers against air raid just makes all those empty yards. How many empty yards did they have today? Because we turned the ball over. Like, they might put up some statage through the air, but it's just empty stats, empty calories, and means absolutely nothing. And then the offense was perfect. Ran the ball. They even put the graphic up during the game. Like, they ran for 180 yards, 2 touchdowns between them. Kamara and Henry did the same. And every time a team does that to the Dallas Cowboys, they fall to bits. And Goff did everything as well. He hit his shots downfield, literally after I left off air from you. Air Waymo, straight down the field, and they scored. And what that meant was those deep safeties couldn't come up against the run and help. They had to keep coverage out there. They had to sit back. And for years, that's the problem we've had, is we've not stretched the field enough. We've not taken enough deep shots to keep those guys back and allow us to do what we do. And in this, they couldn't. Every time they brought guys up into the box to try and stop us running it, Goff just slung it past them downfield.
To that point, Tayyip's just posted the next gen stats tweet saying Jared Goff completed 6 of 7 passes for 178 yards and 2 touchdowns under pressure against the Cowboys. The most passing yards under pressure in his career and the most by a quarterback this season in the NFL. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, so the blitz comes, bang, down it goes. You hit them downfield where it hurts because they've less men to defend against it. And it was just so beautifully schemed up from Ben Johnson to be able to do that. Because too many times, when that happens, we've tried to use screens, dump offs, all this sort of stuff where they can still rally to the ball and stop us getting points. But in this one, they say just wham, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, right downfield, and it's gone. And then, their DC's like, uh-oh, I can't do that now because they're going to hit me. I've got to sit back. And then we just go back to running the football. And it was just an effect. And it's like a seesaw balance. And we just kept it right in the middle. We didn't go too far one way, too far the other. Just kept doing a little bit of this, then writing it, a little bit of that. And they didn't have an answer to it all game. And it was just so perfectly done. And I loved the creativity on show. We had flea flickers, hook and ladders, all sorts. Just
when you're on top,
and people are worried, don't show too much, but he'll come up with something new. You don't just keep 3 toys in a bag and then what?
Everything has been said. The world is ending. This is it. It is the end of days. Tweet by Skip Bayless 40 minutes ago. Don't know if you saw it. It is Skip. Quote, I never thought I'd rather have Jared Goff than Dak Prescott, ... But I do now. It has come to this. We are all dead.
I saw this one when they went 31-6 down, and he was like, oh, this is the perfect game for Dak to pad his stats now. It's absolutely perfect for him, and that made me laugh. And he didn't, unfortunately, because like I say, he torpedoed my fantasy football team, or maybe he didn't, but he's not made it easy for me. But screw it, I'd rather Dallas get blown out and my fantasy team lose than the other way round. But this was just. Have you ever seen a more dominant Lions win? Ever? Go back into the archives. You go back through all the years. Have you ever seen such a one-sided domination for 60 minutes? There was not one moment in that game where it felt like the Cowboys were our equals.
No, I agree.
I can't think. I think you'd have to go back to at least back to the Sue days, where probably one day he'll have, by himself, absolutely obliterated somebody. Certainly nothing under Campbell.
No.
Definitely nothing under Patricia, because we just never used to win.
By the way, shout out to the UK Cowboys fans who, obviously, we had them on as a guest. They had their own podcast where they were a bit more bullish. The fact that they've tweeted out just saying, congrats to us, you had tougher games in training, best wishes to Aiden. As shit as the Cowboys fans are in the US, and as shit as the team is and the owner, the UK fans are all right.
And they're good sports, because I acted them a few times during this game, and they took it with. I sent them a white flag at the end of the second quarter.
I saw you did that, you little bastard.
Hey, I used the Austin Powers one. I made it British.
Yeah.
It was,
boy. It was a dominant.
Whoever does it, whoever goes on their show on Tuesday, don't hold your punches. Just going in there and just, bad copping it the whole way.
I don't know whether you heard anything of what I was saying, but even halfway through the game, even halfway through the second quarter, I was like, this is borderline embarrassing how bad they are.
Oh, God, yeah. And people are going, they got missing 6 guys on defense. Miss me with that crap. You've got, you're coming off back-to-back road wins, hard-fought road wins where you've kept the opposition down to like less than 40 points, like 30 points between the two games. Like, miss me with this fact that you're 6 starters down, and as soon as lines went 2 scores up, the commentators started parroting out that line. Oh, they're missing 6 guys. Oh, they're missing 6 guys. Well, tough. It's the NFL. I dread to think how many guys we were missing last year. Like, it wasn't this year. The year before, when we played them 2 years ago, we were missing Amon-Ra, we were missing Swift, we were missing everybody. And they absolutely twonked us, and they're just like, oh, well, you're just not a good team. Well, use the excuse that we're missing half our team that day. It happens.
Yeah.
You don't let someone come into your home and treat you like that. For everything under Campbell, nobody has come to Ford Field and treat us like that. When we've had our bad ones, it's been on the road, but no one has come to Ford Field and treated us like we're on the bottom of their boot. Yeah, we've had some losses there. Yeah, we've had a couple of more than 1 score losses there, but we have never been humiliated like that. Like, the closest would probably have been his very first game against the 49ers, which was a lot closer on paper than it should have been. Like, they bodied us. They were clearly a better team than us that day. And, but we were at the start of a rebuild, and we were at the worst position this franchise has been in for years. We had a legitimate excuse. First game of Jared Goff. Nobody is invested in him. Nobody's invested in the team. Everybody's skeptical. Since then, we've not been bodied like that. You can't allow that to happen. But if it's going to happen to anybody, let it happen to Dallas, because those cocky so-and-sos thought that they were better than us. When we gave them facts about how we are actually better than them, they're just like, oh, no, you're cocky, you're arrogant, man. No, we're a better team than you are. Your lot like to run your mouths all the time. We run over you today. See how you feel.
I'm gonna think that we finish it here, just because we got to leave something for tomorrow. But I just want to finish with this. There's a Twitter account talking about Jim Harbaugh being ill, and it says, so Jim Harbaugh went to the locker room with an illness and came back out wearing new pants. Apparently, the prevailing wisdom is that he shit himself on the sideline. So even someone had a worse day than Dallas today.
No one can say he doesn't give a shit.
Oh, beautiful stuff.
You don't say he didn't look ill when he went in the 10.
Yeah, I know, exactly so. But anyway.
You know what? I've not even focused on what the rest of the... Did the Panthers end up losing?
Yes, I think so. I've quit all the apps, but I'll have a look now.
Oh, yeah, they lost 38-20.
What else happened? 38-20 to the Falcons. Steelers beat the Raiders 32-13.
Xavier Legetta got a touchdown. I'm pretty sure I had him in my fantasy lineup, so
all right,
that'll do. There is one very important thing we have to go through quickly before we go.
Go on then.
And I just need to make sure I need to get my sources up to scratch here. Yeah, I have beaten you in the pick watch again this week so far, so I am.
In my heart of hearts, I am
10-2. I'm 10-2, and one of my losses was the Seahawks game. The only team that let me down today was Denver lost.
Denver were 20-0 down against the Chargers.
Denver were the only team that let me down. I'm 10-2 this week. I'm 59-30 on the year.
So the teams that let me down: Jacksonville against Chicago. You guys said, not you guys, because you were, never mind. I was convinced to go to Jacksonville on the preview show, and I knew that was wrong, and I did it anyway. I don't know why. Should back myself. And then I picked Arizona against Green Bay because I'm just here for the sickness.
You just hate Green Bay. I mean, I get it. We all hate Green Bay, but as a betting thing...
Yeah, but they're bad.
You hate
Green Bay are not a good team.
I've made my living off betting on them this year.
Fair.
But Oh, you're 9-3, so you're only one worse than me.
Yeah. I've still got time to overhaul you.
I hate the Bears.
Okay, so
I've got
who have you
Swift.
gone for? Bengals versus Giants.
Oh, come on! Don't insult my intelligence here.
I've gone Giants.
Oh, okay. What?
Yeah,
Is that?
it's
Okay.
in New York.
Well, I want them to win
Okay,
because Trey Hendrickson.
I know you do, but quietly, Daniel Jones has had a good September.
I did. I predicted the Giants to beat the Seahawks, if I remember right, and I was correct, and you doubted
Yep.
me on that one.
Who have you picked for Bills Jets?
The answer is going to absolutely shock you for this one. I'll give you 2 guesses as to who I've picked for this, going on my recent history.
Tie.
Can you bet a tie in pick watch?
No. I think you've
Sucks.
probably gone Bills, but
You're right.
okay. So if I get the Giants right, then I can tie with you this week, which would be somewhat sad. Well, yeah, it'd be somewhat satisfying, I guess.
So you'd only be 5 behind me at that point.
Indeed. I actually want to see what I've picked for against the spread because I think I've done well, but why can't I see?
Did your big bet come in?
No.
Who let you down?
Well, I went for 2 touchdown scorers for Dallas, so that didn't help. I also picked Goff to go under, so that didn't help.
Dallas didn't get a touchdown, did
No,
they?
they didn't. 3 field goals. But
When
what?
was the last time we didn't give up a touchdown in a game?
I have no idea. I really don't know. Against the spread, I'm 6-6 this week.
Question to the crowd. Anyone remember the last time we didn't give up a touchdown in a game?
Not a clue.
Oh.
One Friday 427 coming in clutch with the subscription at tier 1 for their 18th month, saying all the best touch. We love you, guy. Appreciate that. Thank you. TJ says, what time is it in the UK? It's 1 a.m. and I have work and a networking lunch tomorrow. So thank you for the reminder. I need to go badly.
I've got Sunday night football to watch and some college football to catch up on. I will not be going to bed till about 4 or 5.
Oh, yes.
I did not go to bed till 5 last night. LSU Ole Miss went on forever. I'm like, no, I'm invested in this. I need to watch it till the end.
I need to go.
I need to go.
Guys in the chat.
I need to go. He doesn't want to really. He wants to stay in chat. Look at the grin on his face. See,
I do want to stay in chat. Shut up.
Laugh.
Shut up.
I saw how depressed
Shut
you were
up.
after the stream afterwards, and I'm like, I need to come on and make him happy.
Lisa,
my
in the
terrible
chat,
jokes and stuff can make you happy.
I hope everything's okay for you guys in Florida, you and Bobo, who are both in the chat right now. Hope everything's all right with the storm and whatever. Let's leave before Ant can speak again. Guys, you're amazing. We'll see you tomorrow for the recap show. For now, 4-1. The entire NFC North is at least 2 games above 500. It's going to be tough, but we're going to get there. Let's go Lions One Pride.
Fuck the Bears. And Dallas.
And the Packers.
Happy birthday, Jerry. Hope you enjoyed that.